on the YouTube side. But we'll find out here. I'll go check. Wait a minute. I'll go check. So YouTube/Retro Rewind Pod/live and see if I see me right now. Hopefully. Live in 11 hours. I said 7 p.m. Oh my gosh, Francisco. Wow. But, okay, I hit live though. Why aren't you just sending me live? Oh my gosh. Okay, so how do I update that? Settings? No, I'm in settings. Maybe this is something I can do. Hey, Pirate, I was just wondering about you. Yeah. So let me, okay, it says I'm live. Maybe I have to go live here because I accidentally did the wrong time. So we'll see here in a second. Let's see. Details, yeah. Where can I set the time on this? But how are you doing, Pirate? Good morning. I did things a little differently than normal, and I'm paying the price for it. It says I'm live. Then why don't I see me? Well, oh, I am live. Jeez Louise, it's right there. Apparently there was just a delay in me seeing that I was live. So that's just great. Well, good. I'm glad it went live and we're all good now. All right. In that case, let me go ahead and do my normal intro. Welcome, Rewinders and soon to be board game lovers. If you're a fan of board games that have yet to be released yet, you're someone who enjoys movies from the 80s and 90s, or you're just someone who's looking to make new friends in an online community or forge deeper friendships with the friends you already have there, then this is a stream for you. Yeah, you right there, watching right now. My name is Francisco, and this morning we're going to be working on some pixel art and some possibly rule book update. Also, I realized, so I'm working on this board game called Junkyard Juggernauts. If you ever want to play a game with where you can build your own mech in a fantasy world with themes of like story themes similar to those of Chronicles of Narnia, all in a retro video game aesthetic, then Junkyard Juggernauts is the board game for you. And I realized one of the elements of the game is these quests that you can go on to find artifacts that can help you, give you extra actions, or give you an extra amplify effect, something like that. And I need one more, and I've been having this idea in my head of a ghost ship you have to go to. So I'm going to write that out. I need to make the little symbol for it that's going to be on the map. We need to write out what the quest is going to be, what item you get, or actually it's going to be an amplify effect, because I think I have... No. It's not. It's going to be an artifact. What artifact that's sort of water-esque like we're going to get? I guess it doesn't have to be water-esque, but what artifact we're going to get? If you complete the quest, and like what is the thing you have to overcome to complete it, and what happens if you decide, no, I'm not going to do this. So we're going to figure all that out. But before we get there, we're going to start off with updating. So you just saw, I just showed, this is the current one of the quest cards, the Bronze Owl. So this is what it looks like when it's all laid out with text and everything. I realized on these, there's no good indication of, okay, this says, for instance, Your Majesty, please help. You turn your back to see a couple carrying their child on a mat. You turn back, not you turn your back. Our daughter is near death. We are trying to reach the Bronze Owl in Lava Sands, for if she sees it, she'll be healed. But it's still leagues away, and we fear dying on the sands. You understand their futility, and they decide as, hey, good morning, crying. You understand their futility, and that they see you as their child's only hope. You decide to, and then you choose to take the girl or decline to help. And for those that may be wondering, yes, this is a lift, an homage. I prefer homage to the story of the bronze serpent in the book of Numbers in the Bible, where essentially Israel was griping and not doing so well. And while they were wandering the wilderness, and God sent all these vipers into the camp, and then he instructed Moses to build a bronze, like a bronze snake, and lift it up on a staff or a pole or something like that. And if you were bit by a snake and then you looked at the snake, the bronze snake, you would be healed. You wouldn't die. And that's a foreshadow of Christ being lifted up and looking to him for our ultimate salvation. But I that's one of my favorite Bible stories, the bronze serpent. So I wanted to do an homage to that with the bronze owl. But on the map, if you go over here to this map of Galman, and this doesn't have any text on it, but this is just the pixel art version of it. I mean, you might guess that, okay, well, Lava Sands is over here. Okay, what's over here that looks maybe like an owl? I mean, is that an owl? I mean, maybe. Oh, no, this looks like a bird. Okay, maybe that's it. Am I supposed to go there? It's not super... I'd like it to be a lot clearer. So what I'm wanting to do is take this pixel art of this owl and put it on this card. That's the plan, or at least some indication that to match. Okay, this quest means I have to go here, so that's what I'm working on right now. Okay, Pirate says, if it is a ghost ship, shouldn't it be a random place on the map? Oh, interesting. Well, yeah, but you need to be able to travel to somewhere, and I'm not sure. I don't have like all the places enumerated in a way that you could roll a die and okay, that's where you go. Maybe I could figure that out though. But a ghost ship, I was thinking somewhere along the coast, like no, it could be along a river also. But I was thinking actually right here, I'd put sort of the map marker for it right there, and that would be where you go. It's like the ghost ship is on. What's it called? It's sort of wrecked on a reef out here or something. So you wouldn't have to travel like into the ocean to find it. It's just sort of on the coast. That's what I was thinking though. But that's interesting. And I haven't thought about the idea of airships in this. But I mean, if they have mechs, couldn't they have airships? That seems like a possibility. Cran says, I appreciate the change of heroic feats. Great way to encourage players to use all the game. Thank you, Cran. I've had some mixed. I like heroic feats too. I played the game. Let me back up. For those that not sure what Cran's referring to. And did you like read through the rules? Or maybe I just maybe I think that was just in the email. Regardless, I'd be curious though, Cran. Let me know if you actually did read the rules. Like you clicked on the download link, downloaded and read those parts. Good morning, by the way. Because in my email software, it will tell me who has actually clicked on a link in the email. And so far there was 0 clicks. So I'm not sure how you would have gotten them, but I think I did refer to heroic feats inside the email. Regardless, so hey, good morning, Jordan. Jordan Winterbottom. Hello. I'm trying to remember, Jordan, are you the same Jordan that would always tell us about your basketball teams in one of the NBA games? Or you might be a completely different Jordan. If this is your first time here, Jordan, hello, I'm Francisco. How are you doing? Cran says, I got one of the Junkyard. Yeah, that would be the latest one. And read the synopsis of the edition. Good morning to you all as well. Thank you. Hopefully work's going well for you, Cran. Okay, that's what I thought, Cran. So heroic feats in the game. It's something I made. Here, I'll go over it real quick. Let me bring up the card for it. Let's see. I think I should be able to bring this up fairly easily. Tabletopia cards, Imagineers. These guys, yes, okay. So we'll look at Malcolm here, though they're all pretty much the same. All right. make this big so you can really see it. Like really, really. Okay. I subbed 3 years ago. Okay. Wow, Francisco. Wow. Way to go with knowing your audience. I'm so sorry, Jordan. How are you doing? Glad you're here, and I'm so sorry. I'm like, who are you? Is this your first time here? My name's Francisco. Do you know about this retro rewind thing? You'll have to forgive me, Jordan, because I know several Jordans, and I know that let me just dig myself in the hole more. Like, oh wow, so you know several Jordans, so like we're just all the same? Is that what you're saying? I don't think that's what you're getting at, but I played Splatoon 2 with you, Run Carbon. Oh, did you? Okay. Geez, Splatoon 2 was a while ago, but okay, thank you, Jordan. That's jogging some memories. Hey, David, how you doing? How go your Castlevania 2 speedruns? Actually, it is a speedrun, right? Or is it just a different type of... I know it's a randomizer, but you're trying to get through it as fast as you can, right? Or is it some other marker you're trying to hit? But how are you doing? Good morning. Okay, so heroic feats. So you'll see here at the top, I add this text to the top of the card, and sort of the outside of the cards is about quests and things you get from quests. So I put this over here. This is the same for everyone. Essentially, this part and this part on the side are linked. Heroic feats now are if you clear a brigand camp. Essentially, you clear out the brigands and destroy the camp. It can't be used anymore, but that counts as a heroic feat if you finish a quest heroically. Like there's two options on every quest, like this one. If you choose the A option, that's a heroic option. If you choose the B option, that's a safe option. If you complete the quest heroically, the A option, you also get a heroic feat. Or if you defeat a junk golem, like you actually make the kill shot on the junk golem, you get a heroic feat. And so there's several opportunities to do heroic feats. The first one, and this is almost like a new level up mechanic, which 12 a.m. for you? Oh my gosh, that's so early in the morning. Ugh, Jordan, my goodness. If you, so the first one you defeat, oh, I just realized is this white? This looks like the blue color. I think I need to double check that. This should be white. These should be white. Hold on, let me look at this on this screen. I think it is white. I think it is white. It's just the tint of my screen. Okay. Anyway, let's say you complete a quest. Okay, that is your first time. You would get to add +5 to any one of these. So these are all going to be dry erase. So you check, okay, which one do I want to add +5 to first? Okay, let's say I want to add +5 to my HP. That's the little Juggernaut body guy. This one right here. So you check it off, exit, whatever you want. Okay, +5. Then you go and you defeat a junk golem. So that's your second heroic feat. So second heroic feat, you get +10 to the next one. So, okay, and it's one of these three. You unlock these two after you've done all three of these. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna do speed. So I add +10 to my speed down here. All right, so do that. Then you go and you clear a brigand camp. All right, so now that's your third heroic feat. You get +25 to your last one of these that you haven't done yet. So that's your attack strength. So man, 25 to my attack strength. I'm a beast right now. All right. Then if you do one more heroic feat, which I think is going to be a challenge to get 4 of them, but if you, especially in a 4-player game, if you get a fourth one, you get 1 extra reaction or action on your turn. So that's what these are. So you'd mark, okay, I want the extra reaction, I want the extra action. So essentially, you could attack twice on your turn. If you had one of these build specials, you could do 2 sanguine sprouts, stuff like that. So that's what the heroic feats are. And I'm glad, Cran, that those sound cool to you or interesting. Hopefully how I describe them are like, oh, okay. So anyway, I played a game and I see you guys are talking, and I will be reading what you're saying. So I played a game just on my own to test it, and I really enjoyed this. I felt like I was making little progressions all the way through the game. I thought that was really nice. So I like having this. I was getting some feedback that it seems like I'm adding too much complexity to the game. And that hit me harder than I was expecting. I think part of it is because that's always in the back of my mind is like, am I making this? Am I just having too much? Is there just too much? This is just like this collage is just of game mechanics is just too great. But everything was gelling, and now you have to keep in mind I know how it all runs, so I'm able to sort of run it well in my head. And I have a sense of what the implications are, but I felt like everything seemed to work well together. So I'm looking forward to next Saturday morning. Right here, we'll be playtesting and trying some of these systems. So we'll see how it goes. And one of the players will be completely new. So that will really help, I think, in terms of understanding these things. All right, catching up with you guys. David says, yeah, it's a bit of a time-based endeavor. Sometimes talking about the Castlevania 2 randomizer speedrun season. Geek Devotions is first. Oh my gosh. Hey, Geek Devotions, Ice Melter. So it's a bit of a time-based endeavor talking about the Castlevania 2 speedruns. Sometimes people race real time or do the same seed on different times. Funny story is I did one 2 days ago that another guy sent me, and our times finished within 1.3 seconds of each other. Oh my gosh. But each seed has different difficulties, so time can be relative. Okay. I just like to try and improve my personal best. That's awesome. D-Tung says, destroy the camp. Yeah, I made it so because doing this heroic feats. Good morning, by the way, D-Tungsten. Doing these heroic feats, I'm like, well, there's only 4 quests and 4 cities. So it's going to be very challenging to get to that 4th one in a 4-player game, even a 3-player game with just those 8 options. Someone would have to pretty much hit half of them. And so there's 3 brigand camps on the map. There is one right here along the coast. There's one in the mountains, and there's one in the desert down here. So you can also clear those, and then no one else can go there and roll the 3 die to gain some, to gamble with the brigands or to brawl with them. So once you've cleared it, it's just, you put a disable token on it, you can't use it anymore. But I thought that made sense because you're trying to clear the corruption, not the corruption in terms of the warlord's corruption, but just the criminal element of the land. Okay, so let's see. Jordan says, I have you on my friends list on Nintendo. Check it out. Oh my gosh. See, I don't play a lot of online games on the Switch. My son plays more Switch than I do. Grant says, that could potentially mean ending up with a warlord who can potentially have 3 actions, 2 actions per turn. I have thought of that, Cran, and know the more heroic actions the warlord takes, the worse their stats become because you're sort of fighting against yourself. It's what I'm thinking is for every heroic feat you take, it's -5 to a stat. You pick which stat it's going to be. So you could have a total of -20 to 1 stat, or -5 to 1, -10 to 2 others. So I don't think that last one's open to them. Because they already have those. And the reason I added this in was to allow for these actions, and extra action, extra reaction was to allow for if the warlord can tempt, essentially, if in a 4-player game, the warlord could tempt 2 of the people to their side. So you have essentially 3v1, one last person. So this was to allow for, okay, if you're just that awesome heroic player, you're not going to ever be on the warlord's side, and you still want a chance to win, having an extra action, I think, could be the tipping point there. So that's why I have that. I think you're right though, Kren, that I do need to have it be more explicit. And I haven't updated the rules to really go into that level of detail just because I don't even know if this is going to work. This might just be a big, like, no, this isn't working. Go back to square one. So let's see. D-Tung says, like Anakin, talk, words. What? Riggs Franco is the MVP. How dare you? How dare you, D-Tungsten? And then Geek Devotion says, good morning, Captain. Good morning, Geek Devotions. How are you doing? How's the margin in your life and all that? Also, just so you know, Dallas, I assume it's Dallas, might be Dallas and Celeste on Geek Devotions. Check them out. Let's do a little, actually, let me do a little shout out here. Shout out. Good morning, by the way. Also, Yoshi, I see you down there. I'll get to your thing in a second. Devotions. I think this will work.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dallas.
That got weird.
Happy birthday to you. And many more from Channel 4. And Frankenstein from Channel 9. And Scooby-Doo on Channel 2.
Is that it?
And I'm out.
That's it. Man, that voice singing in Dallas sounds so familiar. I wonder who that is, man. But check out when Dallas isn't being sung to or serenaded by Juan Francisco. Then they're playing games. They're releasing devotions every Friday. They just did one on Mario Kart because all June they're doing Mario Kart 8 on their streams. I am actually going to this Monday be hosting. Not on Retro Rewind, but on Geek Devotions, I'm going to be running their pray and play. We're going to do a little Bible. I think we're in 1 Peter, Bible study, and then go into Mario Kart. But Dallas and or Celeste, I apparently have a work meeting scheduled with people that are in Asia or something. I'm asking if I need to be at it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to be at it. So that starts a little after 7 my time. I think you're usually done around 9 p.m. Central. So I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. But just be aware that I might be wrapping a little early because of that. All right. Let's see. Catching up. Why are you playing Minecraft? I'm not. That's my son playing Minecraft. Jordan. Yeah, I'm playing Minecraft while I'm talking to you guys. I multitask really well. Good morning. Pirate says, if you want a static location, then have it be a ship that the king sent away with the greatest treasure of the kingdom has run aground due to a storm and it's lying off. Oh, I love that. I love that, Pirate. Yes. Yeah, I was thinking what the treasure would be, and Pirate's talking about I need to come up with a quest. That's one of the things I'm planning to do this morning with you guys, is come up with a quest similar to this one. This is a quest card where there's a little bit of story and 2 choices you have to make. And then you get a reward if you do the A choice. I'm thinking that the artifact you get is a ring of like protection or something that essentially protects you from, I'm not exactly sure if it should be a certain element, like it protects you from any water damage or any water effects. Or if it's something that maybe reduces damage to maybe 5, like any amount of damage taken, you can use this as a reaction to only take 5 damage, something like that. So I'm thinking it's something, I don't know, something like that. But we're not quite there yet. But that's, so for the story part and the map icon, that's what Pirate's talking about. Which I really like that part. Geek Devotion lies. The captain is obviously always playing Minecraft on Switch. I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. Yoshi says, whoa, is the land now... No. I know it looks like that. That's just because on the pixel art, I have it white, or this off gray, just to have that be the sort of tone, because I add in... I don't know, I'm going to open up this one now. I add in the colorization in Affinity Designer, where I add in all the text and everything. see if I can find it. Let's see here. Open. Mechanicals. Yep, we want the, I think this is the right one. So this is how it looks because I add in this these colorizations to make it have this texture. So there's a paper texture and then a brown texture. So with those off, it looks more, yeah, I guess like snow. But I add those in and it gives it this more map-esque texture, which I like. Or map sepia tone colorization. Where were we? Back, I want to be back in Sprite. Okay, so a couple things. Now let me catch up with you guys. Geek Version says, "Oh, not much margin. Ugh, haha. Got up early to mow. Now throwing back some food and coffee before I go edit 4 podcasts. Oh my gosh, 4? Are these all like? Is this like We Were Allegedly, Geek Devotions, Gundam Watch, Com Talk, Monday Midweek Move? I'm up to 5, so I must be a little over there." Tongue says, "Oh yeah, First Peter." And Geek Devotion says, "Also need to send you my notes, please do." Cryan says, "Ring that protects you from danger when removing corruption tiles." Oh, that's actually there. You know what? I think that'd be great. There's another. There is. I have one artifact that's a map thing that lets you move anywhere on the map as if it's just one move away. So having another one that's sort of map centric, that's like more about the exploration phase. I think that's a great idea, Cryan. Is that, yeah? So you clear corruption without taking any damage. That's. Oh, I really like that idea because then that's more of a map centric thing, which isn't great in the final confrontation. Doesn't help you, but if it takes you a while to get there, if you get that early, that would be bee's knees. Yeah, I really like that. David says, "Francisco, I'm fascinated by the dilemma you have. Currently, I'm trying to develop a board game for." Oh, really? Board game version of Castlevania 2 Randomizer. I've come across the same dilemma. Okay. Which dilemma? Because I feel like I've said several now. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. You're explaining this. Thank you, David. Sometimes the more complexity to add to it, the more it gives effect to your vision, but the less it would appeal to a new player since it adds to the vast number of things a person needs to learn. I think if you could take your thing to the next level for a purpose of other people, you should engage in paring back. But if your main focus is to have a cool project in your vision, then do whatever. Yeah, and I was talking to Ashley. Chat paused. Why is chat paused? I was talking to Ashley about this, and essentially, apparently, let me just open up all the programs. Apparently, that's what we're doing this morning. What I've done to actually try to make a middle road in there, and so first off, I don't know if any of you have played the game Too Many Bones. I've gotten to play it a couple times. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. It's from Chip Theory Games. Let me see if I can bring it up so you guys have some sense of what I'm talking about. Actually, I'll bring up the rulebook because I downloaded that before. So let me do that instead. Because I wanted to have my rulebook currently is at 40 pages on 5x8. So if you take if you take a sheet of paper, just 8.5 by 11, fold it. That's the rulebook. That's like think of that as the size of the rulebook. So 40 front and back pages, or 10 sheets of paper, but front and back, and two pages per sheet, or I guess that'd be 4 pages per sheet, becomes 40 pages. Okay, so I was like, okay, so it's a lot of rules because I'll show you my rules here also. Where can I find this? Okay. Oh, no, I was going to do it this way. Jeez Louise. Bring up the rules here. And I will address what you're talking about, David, and my sort of proposed solution for it here. Okay, let me go back up here. All right, so here's, I use Affinity Publisher for laying this out. So, and if you want to download version 0.5 of the rules and just look at this, if you're ever interested in playing this game and want to know how it's played, I'd love your opinion on this rule book. It'll certainly have some changes before we get to the end, before release. But anyway, so these are the rules. Essentially what I've decided to do, and I'm going to put a note right here for reading the rules, what different things mean. Like red text is just things to be really cognizant of. Brown italicized is just examples. And then anything that's going to be in, right now what I have is these teal sections. Anything in those teal sections are for advanced play. So if it's in it, if you're just gonna play the first time, 1 to 3 players, first time through, anything that's just looks normal, you need to be aware of. But anything that's in these teal boxes, you do not have to worry about. You can skip those things. Which means I may want to change the color of these arrows just so that doesn't add confusion. But they're not in teal boxes. Teal boxes, just don't worry about. And that's how because I really feel like it works best with the advanced rules. But yeah, that's a lot. So these are all the rules I'm just going through. And so yeah, anything in these teal boxes, just don't worry about. If you're playing your first time, playing sort of basic mode. So that's how I'm going about it. To sort of split the difference, because I thought about having 2 rule books, like beginner, advanced, but then that's upping the cost of the components, because then I have to have 2 rule books printed, and I'm trying to keep that as low as possible. It's already way higher than I originally wanted it to be. So that's what I've decided as of right now, in terms of trying to split the difference between having it still meet the vision I want, but also having it for having a way for new players to not feel completely overwhelmed. But I was like, okay, well, Francisco, I mean, your game's complex. How is it compared to something else? Okay, so now this is the game I was telling you guys about. This is called Too Many Bones. Let's see if I can minimize this. There we go, Too Many Bones. Now this is laid out, as near as I can tell, on about, if you take a sheet of paper, it's laid out on like 8 by about 9, I think. So almost a full sheet of paper, and it has 32 pages. Oh, so yours is more, Francisco? Well, if you were to take this, split it in half, and you're doubling it, that's more like 64 pages. So I was like, okay, I feel a little bit better that this game that has a lot of complexity in it is in fact longer than mine. So I felt a little bit better about my rule book given that. And also they have rules where just the whole page is just text, and I have some of that too. So I'm feeling okay. As I look at this, there's a lot that goes into it. I wish I had more art for my rule book, because and that's one of the things I'm probably going to work on is like I want to make art for Dawburn and some other things that I might be able to add in. I also asked Paul if he'd be willing to create some actual illustration, like take one of the Imagineers and style it in like the original Link to the Past or original Legend of Zelda artwork, just create a scene. And but he's like so busy with other things, and he's trying to manage that I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that, but so yeah, so we're still going. So now I realize comparison is the thief of joy, but you also have to sort of, I think you also need to have benchmarks and things to sort of rule against. And so I think that this was very helpful, because I was thinking, I was sort of I'll just say down in the dumps yesterday about the rules and what I was trying to do. And I definitely have those. And I don't know if you run into this, David, as you're working on a board game. It's like, why am I wasting my time? This is just like, this must be all just vanity or something. I'm so dumb for trying to do this. But time of prayer, time of reflection, you sort of put that aside and keep going. Okay, let me catch up. Now I'm way behind. I don't usually get this far behind in chat. It's been a while. Okay, so David says, sorry if you got that twice, but I thought it was long. No worries. And yeah, so I think you're right. And so I am trying to think of what I can, for the paring back, I was thinking, okay, so what is really essential for the basic game? And that's why I was like, okay, so advanced rules, I'll have those marked a different way. So you can just skip those if you're playing basic. So we'll see. Right now, I don't really love the teal. I want to make it look more like there's maybe a page that's like pasted on or something. But we'll see. Okay. Guidro says, no worries, dude. I think talking about the Monday night thing. D-Tungsten, the treasure was the friends we made along the way. Yeah, you're right. You're right, D-Tungsten. Devotion should have high-end abilities, but using it slowly drives you insane. Oh, the ring you're talking about? So I toyed with the idea of corruption causing, sort of, if you like take corruption, if you're clearing corruption, it does lower your sanity or something. That is just, I felt like we already had 3 stats. Let's just have it drop your HP and that'll just call it. That was a bit too, that is one of those things where it's like, yeah, let's add that in too. No, let's keep things as toned down as possible. Rain expected this afternoon. D-Tungsten, oh cool. This afternoon I'm taking my son to Brickfest, which is like a Lego, I don't think it's a convention, but it's like a little festival at one of the convention centers nearby. So we're looking forward to that. Geek Devotions. One is We Reallegedly, Calm Talk, Midweek Move. Oh, and 2 midweek moves for the church. So that's 4. Jeez Louise. Well, they're all like 5 minutes each though, right? So it's going to be over real quick. Oh. David says, one dilemma. Sometimes the more complexity to add, the more it gives you to affect the vision, but the less it would appeal to a new player since it adds the vast number of things. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. You did post that post. Okay. No, I saw the original one. I'm delayed in answering or responding. And I think the complexity I've added, here's the thing. If this was just a solo game or the players versus the game, like just a co-op game, like think Pandemic or something, I feel like a lot of the rules could be pared down. And that's what I sort of did and try and take out all those advanced rules. But because this becomes a hidden rule, like not a hidden movement, when you don't know who the bad guy is, social deduction, I guess is the type of thing. You don't know who the warlord is if you're playing a 3 to 4 player game. And so if it's player versus player, I want to try and make it as balanced as possible. So you have to put in a lot more to accommodate that. At least, I mean, maybe there are ways to do it where you don't have to accommodate that. For me, the way I'm thinking about it, I did. So that's why you have all these add rules for the advanced version where you're playing people versus people. Okay. D-Tungsten says brown equals soup, teal equals fancy. That's a lot of teal. Yeah, exactly. $5,000 per game. That teal is really money. Hey, Paul is a good artist. He's a fantastic artist. You have to pay him more for instance. That's true. Corruption is delicious. Oh my gosh. And then Kran says, and new ideas and mechanics is always fun, but it can snowball to a point where the project never gets done. Yeah, and actually it's funny you said that, Kran, because I'm actually sitting here thinking, after my play yesterday, I'm like, I feel like I'm done. I feel like this is where I want it to be. I have another quest that I want to add just so that there's one more element, because I feel like it's weird to have 7 quests. I feel like 8 makes more sense. Just so it's like 4 and 4, because you only pull 4 quests each time you play. So having 8, I think you have the opportunity of having 4 completely different quests in 2 plays. So I like that rather than, well, most of them are going to be different. Anyway. So let's actually do some of this work. Enough chit chat, Francisco. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do is, first off, one thing that I did want to do is so this has all the different card art for all the limbs, but on this frame is the one for the quests. So for each of these quests, Lurk, thank you for the Lurk, David. And Lord God, I pray over David as he tries to come up with rules for a Castlevania 2 board game. Please help him as he figures that out and give him the insight and discernment and wisdom to try to put together something fun. Amen. All right. So I'm going to, because I'm going to be taking an area up here, I'm thinking of putting the symbol, whether it's the owl or the map, up at the top here. I'm going to need to shift the text down. So these little pointers aren't really needed anymore, I don't think. Because right now they're used, originally they didn't really have a use other than to look sort of nice. But now I do actually use them to evoke. Why can I never find these things quickly? I'd love to be able to find these things as I'm talking. That'd be fantastic. Francisco. Okay, well, for instance, so right now I have it so that these sections are to point, like up here is legs and down here is arms. So that way, if you're like not sure how to put the cards, especially in a live, in real life version of IRL version of this game where there aren't things on the digital board that will align it correctly, that will help you to know, okay, so, this is the legs one. Okay, so do this. Oh, the A's upside down. That must not be right. Okay, so it's an arm. I would have put the arm on the side, but then it would be upside down on the other side. So I just thought I'll orient it this way. So if you're looking at it this way, that's the arm. If you're looking at it this way, that's the leg. So I do use those sections for that, but the quests don't need that. They're just sort of holdovers. So given that, I'm going to now do this, take away this, and just go like that. Because I think that's fine. I don't need it to have extra stuff. So let's do that. And then that. Just taking too much away. All right, so now I have extra space to work in. All right, good. Now let's see. Okay, so I have a fire icon section. Let's just make I'm going to make a different layer for these, because I'm going to need a different one for each one. So we'll make a new group. This will be actually let me put this in a new group. This will be, let me mess up. Thanks for the prayer. Of course, David. Cran, and I should have asked you, since David brought up the game he's working on, how have you been able to make any more strides in the game, the board game you're working on? This is quest, locale icons. And this one will be bronze owl. So now we're going to go to the map. We're going to grab, I don't want the circle necessarily. Oh, I included it in this. Darn it. I hate when I do that. All right. So now we have to grab these things piecemeal. We'll do this, select, continuous. Whoa, wrong thing. Wrong channel. There we go. So let's just try to grab all these by selecting the different color areas one at a time. Because if I select it all, so that it selects the whole color, it'll select the parts I don't want. Actually, I want these eyes. Okay, I want these. Got those. I want those ruffles. Ruffles have ridges, don't you know? Okay, got those. And then we'll get those. I don't know if I'll include these feet in it, but we'll try. And then those. This one. Okay, I think I have everything outlined that I want to actually port over. So we'll copy that. Bring it over here. And let's, I imagine this is going to be way bigger than it should be, but here we go. Okay, that's not terrible. So I'm thinking of like having it center right here. Where is the center? Let's see. Okay, center is right. Okay, so it's going to be off center a little bit just because this is an even number of pixels, the card is, and this is an odd number because I have this sort of down the middle pixel. So it'll just be a little off. That's fine. Okay, unselect, take that off. Kran says, progress has been pretty slow on it so far. I should really get to work on it during my weekend. Yeah, it can be tough though, especially if you're like spent from a week of work. I totally get that. But yeah, I mean, something that Ashley, my wife, made for me is just, she printed out these little schedule. Can you see it? So it's so it has like it's the day, it's the day, and then what I did was I divided goals and tasks. I divided them up, and so this each one of these columns is a day. Goals and tasks. For Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I work on Retro Rewind. So that's the goals I have for them and the tasks that will meet those goals. And then on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I have Junkyard Juggernauts stuff. And because I don't have a good sense of how long things take, I just have, okay, this block in the morning, I work, this block in the afternoon, I work, something like that. So that's how I structure. So that way I know, okay, during this time, I'm going to do it. I'm going to work on this. And that's a way that has been helpful to me to make sure things get done. And I don't just spend all my time in Junkyard Juggernauts or all my time in Retro Rewind. I can try to do both things. So, Ashley's been such an awesome and supportive wife. She has, absolutely. Selka says, howdy, Francisco. Howdy, Selkas. How you doing? Oh, the even odd dilemma. Retro Juggernauts? Yeah, exactly. How are you doing, Cellcast? Can't believe you called me that. All right. So now here's the thing. Do I want to have some sort of emblem, like the circle that was behind it, and that be, and also this red area around is the essentially the bleed. That's where it's gonna get, the card's gonna get cut. So anything past that will be cut out. So I don't really want anything to be around that, but let's see, maybe if let me do a circle here. I'm wondering if maybe something like, I'm just going to add a new layer behind it and go something like, I don't know. What the? So like this. Oh, I want it to be filled. I want a filled circle, please. And let's go like that. Okay, so now we just have a fill that can be behind. Oh, okay. It's weird because this is an odd, the owl is an odd number of pixels, so we need to make this a little different. Otherwise it's gonna look really wonky. Excuse me. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that should be better. Okay. All right, and then up one, and then we'll just cut off the top. Like that. All right, so that would be what it sort of looks like. Maybe I want to add the red outline also to this. And okay, I'm still working on this layer. Good. Let me turn off the border. Let me turn off the growth field so I can see this a little better. Okay, we'll go like this instead. And boom. Okay. Well, no, darn it. I liked that sort of it made it more circular to go like that. So let's well, I don't know. Well, let's see what that looks like. With everything turned on. Growth field. Okay. So that means I'm going to have to move the text down quite a bit on this one. And here's the other thing. Most of the other quest arts aren't nearly as tall. I think the other tallest, the second tallest one is the lighthouse, which the owl is, let's see, what's our selection at? Our selection is 16 pixels tall. The lighthouse, if we're just roughing it real quick, is what are you doing? Is 12 pixels tall. So we don't, and all the other ones are smaller. So yeah, Elderkin arc is how big? 14 pixels tall. So yeah, they're all smaller than the owl. So I think I'm gonna have to crop the owl a little bit. Good morning, Dale. Cellcast, why are you doing what I was doing to you last night? GB4 pixel art. What? Yeah, what is Gibiv? It's either Gibiv or GB IV. Yeah, what? Game Boy 4? Is that what you're going for, Cellcast? So Drew says, "Oh, looks nice." Dale says, "Hello." The owl is taller than the lighthouse. Yeah, exactly. Yes, it is a big owl. Well, it's one of the 4 elemental spirits. The sea fox is crazy big. Look at this beast. He's like 24 pixels tall. It's close. 33 pixels tall. Jiminy. The bolt ram is, how big's the bolt ram? 20 pixels, and the forest rays are 20 pixels. So anyway, Roy G. Biv. Oh, is that? Oh, thank you, Drake, for making that clear. Kranz is gonna be head for breakfast. I'll be back in a handful. Lord God, thank you so much for Kran being here this morning. In case we wrap up before he's back, I pray he has a good breakfast, great rest of his day. Thank you for him being a part of this community and a new friend, and him doing things like play testing the game, all this stuff. Pray all this that you protect him, provide for him, and look forward to the next time we can hang out and stream together. Amen. You also said, if you did an even circle so that it can be centered with a card, you would have the owl slightly off center and maybe draw a small glint on the emptier of the two sides. Oh, that's a pretty good idea, actually. Okay, so let's see. What is Cellcast doing? So I did this thing on Cellcast stream last night where I was writing words one letter at a time. So you had to like read vertically. So turn about. I think you use turnabout's. This is abowie's. Turnabout's fair play. What's a turnabout's? Actually, that looks like a capital I. So that looks like an L, because otherwise it's a capital I, and you wouldn't put a capital I in the middle of your word of fair. So that's turnabout's Fowler play. Turnabout's Fowler play. What could turnabout's Fowler play mean? I don't know. I'm not familiar with this. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to spell that out. You're gonna have to spell it out for me again. Cellcast. You are awesome. Aw, thank you, Dale. You are awesome too. No, you didn't say turnabout's fair play. If I look at the record, it's turnabout's Fowler play. Man, so close. So close. I was actually, while I was doing it, I knew I wouldn't get I wouldn't get a second chance if I made a mistake. So I was like very careful. Okay, am I doing the right letter here? I misspelled like you did. I did not misspell anything last night. Yeah, turnabout. Yeah, I really don't think I did, but what did I misspell last night? Because I was trying to be super careful. Because otherwise I knew you would be doing to me what I'm doing to you right now. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. I think, though, it's not... You can't tell it's off-center too much. With where it's at. But maybe what Kran said maybe makes sense is to have like sort of a glint or something. But you're gonna see it really easy in the card. Or in this symbol, I should say. At the very least, not all of them made it to my... Oh, okay. That's certainly possible, yeah. So here is what I'm going to do. Because this is so tall, I'm gonna chop the feet. Sorry, feet, you're going to go bye-bye. But we're going to go up to like there. For the owl art. I actually like that a little bit better anyway. So let's see. So right here, we're gonna, I also don't like that the owl touches where the card's gonna get cut. So we're actually gonna, let me belay that real quick. We're gonna take the bronze owl and the circle holder behind it, move it down 1 pixel. Now cut, I don't know what's going on with my mouse. I'm having issues again, apparently. I need to clean it out. Showing its age, I think. Okay, we're going to delete that. Now we're going to delete the feetsies. Right here, I think. All right. So there's the owl. Yeah, and I think that looks nice to have it be sort of cropped there. I wonder if I should maybe do this just to give it a little bit more of the background. Not right there, Francisco. Let's have it be closer out here. That way the wings look like they're a little lifted away from the body some. Okay. Actually, I think that's actually really nice. I could even add, I know in these I have sort of a plane, sort of this sky versus ground sort of delineation that I think adds a lot to the pixel art, and I think I could even add that here. So let's try that. I don't want it on the bronze owl part. I want it on this part. Oh yeah, no, that's right. So let's just go right here and attempt to fill that in. Do I have? Okay, yeah, let's do this. G. Nope, I want continuous. What are you doing to me? Go away. Continuous. Oh my gosh. Continuous. Okay, there we go. Having issues this morning. Okay, let's save this so far so I don't lose my work. All right. Yeah, I like that actually. I think that looks nice. So now let's see what this looks like.
Hi all, it's your friendly neighborhood calculus, back again with another spin of the Wheel of Morality. Wheel of Morality 012. Tell us a lesson that'll make us moo. Moral number 123. This moral is from Celeste. Never pick up a duck in a dungeon. Sure, oh, maybe because they come with a big bill. Ha 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 ha. No.
Dale says, can't misspell Roy. Oh my gosh. How dare you, Dale? Selka says, oh, I wrote that. Unless you Roy with an I. That's a good point. You could spell it that way. Some layers got censored. Oh, is that where it was, D-Tungsten? Bad layers. Can't use in polite company. Exactly. Dale says, that's why the uppercase Y always stands the way it does. It doesn't know that it wants to be an A, a vowel, or a consonant. Yeah. Good point. That's right, Y. Make up your mind. I wonder if in other languages that we sort of English letters sort of evolved from Latin and Germanic languages. If a Y actually was for something that was always a vowel or something, or it wasn't this half in, half out. Okay. Or always a consonant, whichever. All right. Liking that. I'm trying to think if I want this to be, to be down one more, just to give it a little bit more. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. All right. So now, otherwise the sort of wing orange looks like it's part of the ground orange. All right, so we got that. Let's turn the bleed off. We're gonna save just this frame. Let's make sure we're only selected frame, and I want this to be the, let's see, do I have one for the quests here? Let's see. Is it the 11? Fire 11? Let me, I have to open up the publisher here. I think this is where I have quests. Open, cards, not Tabletopia. I want mechanicals, and I want the quest ones. Quest, here we go. Open. All right, here's all the quests. And this is the Fire Owl one. And we want file. I want to look at the resource manager to see what is the file that this is pulling in. It looks like it's pulling in Fire Art, which is where Source Art, JJ Quest Fire. Okay, so it's where I'm sort of thinking. I just need to find it. JJ Quest. Oh, do I have it out here? Source Art. No, it's not there. It must be in here. Quest. What the what? I'm looking in the wrong place. I must be. Cards. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're in cards, not... Okay, why are you over there? Okay, I'm going to save this to a different place. That makes more sense. That's old. That's old. All right, so card PNGs. We're going to do a PA with pixel art. Card. And this is going to be fire. And this is going to be card quest. And this is the fire quest. So I have 4 artifact quests and then 1 quest for each element. Okay. Fire quest. Okay. Yeah, all that's good. Export at 1000%. That's essentially 10 times the size. Go back to Affinity Publisher. Maybe. And now we're going to replace this with the one in the source art folder, not the other one. And then we're going to go down to quests right here. Open. And let's see now how I need to adjust the text and whatnot. Close. Okay, so obviously not working up here. So we're going to go into this. Do I have 2 things? All right, that's weird. Okay, so I have 2 texts. We're going to just move this down right to... Yes, I'm battling the Affinity Publisher. That's exactly what I'm doing. Let's see. Dale says, or the duck might quack you out. What duck? I always blame the ducks. Wow. Yes, versus the ducks. Was I versing the ducks just now? Okay, so even this is a bit too low. I feel like I need to give myself at least 1 more pixel up. So given that... Oh, also, I should probably have this darker pixel come up. Yeah. And then this red one should go in there. Okay, so we're gonna make some adjustments. First, this whole thing needs to go up 1 more, which means the owl needs to stay put. Ugh, golly sakes. Okay. Man, this poor owl. Maybe actually you know what, I'm going to shorten the owl some. So it's not going to be a perfect representation of what's on the board, but that's okay. So we're going to shorten the owl, which is right here. Going to move him down, not like that. Going to move it down. What are you doing, mouse? Move it down 1. Okay, so now he's shorter. Going to move him up 1. Going to move the circle up 1. Boom, like that. Now we're going to delete this top part because that's above the bleed. Yep. And now we're going to make this like this, this like this, and then these on the upside. And then this, you know what? This is going to get cut off anyway. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. It can just bleed. And then if it goes off, if the cut is a little off, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. So yeah, because the bleed is going to be about right there. Actually, you know what? I should have, if that's going to be the bleed, I should have it not do that. I should have it be more like this. So that way it just looks consistent. It should be like this. And that just goes all the way up, and then the bleed is right there, and then that gets cut off right there. That's going to be better, I think. All right, but okay, so we move that all up now. Good, even though the owl is shorter. Hey, Bobo, good morning. Looks like you're battling confusion. What up and what up and what up? What up, what up, what up, Bobo? The duck in the dungeon. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Sounds like a good idea for a game. Dungeons and Ducks. What's interesting is there's a game called A Dragon's Bane that, like, some of the characters are ducks. Let me find this for you. Dragon's Bane board game. This might be it. Yes, this is it. Okay, so this is an RPG. I'm not sure if it's a pencil and paper RPG, but let's see if I can find. It's ages 12, 1 through 6 players. But one of the covers. Oh yeah, here we go. This guy right here. Zoom. Whoops, not that one. I was on the wrong one. Enhance. What? Why aren't you getting bigger? Oh, it is getting bigger, just not the way I was. It's not making this any bigger. Well, that's great. All right, so this guy over here, he's a duck. Look at that. He's a duck with these clawed webbing feet, I guess. Yeah, but this is a RPG. Looked kind of fun. I haven't played it, but I always thought, oh, cool. There's a duck there. It made me think of like if Darkwing Duck was in a Darkwing Duck was in a role-playing game. But so that's funny that you mentioned a duck in the dungeon. Okay, close that. All right, so that's like that. That's like that. Okay, we're gonna save this out again. Turn the bleed off. Save. Quest fire. Yes. Also, I'm going to, in case I have, okay, resource manager. We're gonna update this. Update. Okay, good. Now it's off. I need to change this so that I have a bleed on this because I don't right now. So we're going to do document. That way, if I turn on the preview mode, it actually cuts the bleed off. So I can actually see what it looks like. Document setup, we want bleed to be, oh, let's do this in inches for the sake of this. Inches. Dimensions. 2.5. Okay, so that means if it's going to be 2.5 by 3.5, I need 1/2 an inch cut off of the whole thing, which means the bleed needs to be 0.25. I think that's right. Okay, and then the actual dimensions are 0.5. Oh no, that's 1/4 of an inch. So okay, so 3.5 2.5 and 3.5, and the bleed needs to be 1/8 of an inch, which is 0.125. Okay. Now, if I do that, boom, and turn the preview on, it cuts off where it should. That doesn't. Oh, that's why, because it's not at 100%. I'm like, this is weird. Yeah, 100%, please. Now it's cut off where it should be. There we go. So it's gonna look like that. You know what? Given that, I almost feel like this circle should just go up straight. It shouldn't curve back in, and that's how all the other ones are. The other all the limb pieces, the power cards. Okay, so let's just get that sort of squared right there. That looks great. Good. That's fine. Okay, everything else I think is great. Now you have a sense of where this is, but let's go back here. And we're going to delete essentially all of this. Yes, just delete it, please. And we're going to take this part of that circle and just go straight up. And then we're going to add this to the edges of it. Save that out one more time. Request fire, export, yes. I'm curious, Drew, is this similar to the type of work you're doing at work, where you're like in a publishing program and doing these types of like, okay, I have to keep in mind where the margin, where the bleed is and all that? Or is it kind of different than what you're doing? Save. Nope. Go back to publisher. And then we're going to need to... Oh, did it? I usually get a little resource manager thing symbol, but okay, modified. Yes. Update. Okay. Yes. I almost feel like it should go out just a little bit more, because I don't like that. It looks like an oval now, or the bottom of a pill. So maybe it just goes out one more. Maybe. I'll try that. Okay. Let's see. What are you guys saying? D-Tongue says picking up girls in a dungeon is cool though. I've debated watching that anime. Do you like it? Soulcast says Dungeons and Ducks. Isn't that just DuckTales? Woo! Dun, dun. Yeah, I mean, in a way, yes. D-Tongue says RPG Batman? Great. Assassin's Quack. Exactly, Dale. Dragon Quack. I like it. Sir Cull, or the round table. Sir Cull. I don't get it. Dale says, are you creating a new character, or are these for already existing characters? Pretty much, says Dale. Dale asks. And then Soulcast says, pretty much, but I work on boxes, so there's a little more 3D aspect to the design. Got it. Dale, I'm working on, these are quest cards. These are things you go on when you go to little spots on the map that are marked as quests. And I'm making it so that right now there's no real good sense of, let's say you go to, let's say you get a quest that says, hey, you need to go to the Bronze Owl. You need to take the girl to this Bronze Owl place, and then this happens. Okay, where is that on the map? There's nothing, there's no indication, like it's not like this says the Bronze Owl right here. I mean, I guess I could do that, but I'm trying to limit how much text is on this map. I feel like there's a lot already. So for the quest places, I was going to not have text, but then how'd you know where to go? Well, if I have the same symbol that you can sort of match it to the same symbol on the card, and you can match it, then you know where to go. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making these symbols that will match. Okay, so now I know this needs to be a little bit bigger. So let's do, how am I gonna do this? I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna know where. Okay, so I'll just put it right to the edge. It needs to be that much bigger. So we're going to Let's use the red circle, and we're going to delete this. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. And this is my mouse, I think, not Ace Bryce thing. I think I've been using the left mouse button for so long that it's dying on me, which is frustrating because I cleaned it out and that seemed to help for a little bit, but I think it just wants to be done. Baba says, Sir Kill of the Round Table. I got you, D-Tungsten. Oh. You and your you guys in your electric dreams just know all the things, apparently. Yeah, that's it. Excuse me. What the? Dynamic lower. I don't know why that was there. That's weird. Excuse me. Let's see. D-Tung says, I never saw the show, but I like picking up girls rather than ducks. Wow. Never pick up a duck, but girls are fine. I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha. Okay, going like this. And now we're going to, I'm on this layer, delete that. And now we're going to do the circle with the red. And we're going to, I guess, start here. Is that big enough? I feel like that's not wide enough. It needs to go right there. I think that's the right amount to do. Now we're going to move this up to there. Where was it before? Let's see. 2 pixels below. Was that where we had this? It was going 2 pixels below. Okay, so that's fine. Yes. Okay. I'm just double checking that we're not going to run into the text again. All right. So given that, awesome. We're going to make these on the owl. Going to make them that color. And then we're going, oh yeah, no, I don't have to worry about that because I'm going to fill in this area on this back circle with that. And now we're going to do this to extend it up for the bleed. And now we're going to add in the orange background, which we're going to put, I mean, part of me really thinks it should go here. Yeah, you know what, I'm just going to do that because I feel like that looks overall better, more balanced than where it was before. So at least we'll try that. All right, save, fire quest, export, yes. Go back to publisher, resource manager, update. All right, yeah, I like that a lot better. It looks almost like a little shield, and that's perfectly fine. Soulcast says, beginning my install of FF11. Yeah, you're going to be streaming that on Tuesday. So have you ever played FF11 before, Soulcast? I hear Ashley, yeah, she's talking with one of the kids. I didn't add the red outline bit. And I think I'm going to go one more out on this. So it goes like that. And this one goes like so. Hello. Do I tell you to? Thank you. Unselect. Boop. 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 All right. There we go. Now it really looks like a shield. Export. Yes. Resource manager. Sometimes I wish these would just auto update. Yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at that, oh, that's why. Because this should come down. It shouldn't have that little nick in it. So let's fix that real quick here. Boom. Like this. Okay, there we go. I think that looks overall better. Yeah, sometimes with pixel art, it's a lot of like little things make a big difference. So you want to make sure so sometimes that can lead to frustrations, but I still enjoy it. Let's see. Bob says, "Is that the Final Fantasy with Blitzball or whatever?" No, that's 10, I think. Cellcast says, "Once a long time ago, you played 11. That really couldn't run the game." Oh, okay. Fast forward goes all the way to 11. Wow, D-Tungsten. Yeah, 10. It's one number faster. It is. It's true. All right, so I love how this looks now. That's fantastic. It's the bronze owl. We got the text. Now we just need to repeat that for all the other ones, which now that we have sort of a system, I think this will be a lot faster. Yeah, so let's just go to the top here. Zach Zeal. Okay, so this doesn't have one. So I'm not going to have to add it to Zach Zeal because it's just, there's no place you go. It just happens wherever the card is. So maybe that goes back to what you were saying before, Pyre. Maybe the ghost one is just, it happens wherever you're at. Like you look up and see a ghost ship in the sky. How would you get up to there though? I feel like you'd need wind. You obviously would need to have a wind mage near a wind limb. And maybe you can only grab it if you have, if you have one of those. No, I don't really like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go with that. But that would be an interesting way to go. Cellcast says, I meant I was playing on a computer that really can run. Oh, I see. Okay. Run Final Fantasy 11. D-Tongue says, this pixel art looks good, Francisco. Boo! You need an airship. You climb the anchor rope. Okay. Oh, is that what it is, Cellcast? What's this rope doing here? Oh, I guess you could be like, along the road, you came upon this rope out of nowhere. You didn't understand where it was going. Then you looked up and there was this ghostly airship. Maybe it's crashed into a, well, let's see. Maybe crash into a tree. Let's look. Where would it make sense? So I have some lone trees on this map here. Hello. I thought I did. I might have gotten rid of them. I try to keep some stuff on this map that there isn't anything having to do with it. Like these bones of this creature, this death hill, these hills here, these forests. They're just there. The mountains, I don't have a name for them really. These marshes. So yeah, this cave, I mean, you could say maybe it's the brigands' hideout, but it's not necessarily that. But just places where you could add in story in your own mind. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where. Oh, that might be interesting. Maybe there's a rope sticking out, like up out of a marsh. And it's like magically just hold it there as if the marsh is reverse gravity, and you go down into the ship. You go down in the marsh and in the ship and end up, face up or something. Or maybe there's just a rope lying on the ground that goes into the marsh, and you examine it and see that that's where the treasure is or something. But then who's telling you to go there? Maybe you're just moving along and that's where it's at. That's kind of cool. Or maybe you see you're walking and you see this airship crashed amongst just this airship that's crashed. And then that's like, oh, wait, there's airships in this? What do you mean courtyard juggernauts? This sounds like something for it. Yeah, exactly. Well, so yeah, that's the reason I had this big like sweep of emotion at that comment, D-Tungsten, is because it's like I would love to see something like expansions and sequels. But I don't know if you were here when I was sharing before how got some feedback that sort of made me feel like, man, am I just too, is this too much? I must have too much hubris to think that I could make a game like this. I'm just probably overwhelming everyone. But then I'm like, then another part of me is like, no, I think this is just, it has a lot of complexity to it, but I think everything's fairly cohesive. So those are the two voices battling inside me right now. Well, I enjoyed it. Thank you, D-Tungsten. Were you here when I was talking about the heroic feats, or did that seem interesting to you? If you read the email about it. Okay, focus, Francisco. Why was I over here? Oh yeah, I was looking for a spot on the map. Let's not worry about the ghost ship yet. Let's update these arts. Okay, so we have the bronze owl. So what's next? We have haunted lighthouse. Okay, this one is for the swift lighthouse. So we need to turn off the fire elements and use the artifact field, and then turn on the artifact elements, which are boop, boop, and boop. Yeah, artifact icon, turn off the event. There we go. And now what we need to do for here is a little different because we need to update these as well. Which ones are they? They're the border? No, event. Yeah, so we're going to update the event. And then this is only going to be one time, and then we'll have it for all the others. Boop. And then this one, boop. And then delete this part. And same right here. Oh, no, we're using this color. And this color, and delete these. Okay, nice. All right, so now up here, we're going to do something. We want a bronze owl. So this is going to be for fire. This is the fire circle holder. Fire field. We'll call it a field. Like the area on a shield, that's the background is the field. So we'll go with that. D-Tung says, if you didn't have any doubts about what you were doing, you wouldn't be doing it right. Ah, that's a good point. That's a fair point, D-Tungsten. Good point. Yes, fire! Okay. That's the fire field. Now we need an artifact field. So we're going to duplicate that. Artifact field. And this, I'm just copying these colors. And now I can do not continuous coloring, because everywhere we see this color, I want it to match. All right. And the next one is this one. Yes, that looks right. All right. And then I'm not sure for this part. I guess it depends on the quest. Okay, this could be oh no, I don't want to have two different ones. Yeah, do I have another? So that's the lightest. So that should be this. And then the next lightest is this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's the field. Okay. I'm just looking at my brown tones over here, which you can't really see that well. All right, so now we're going to turn off the bronze owl, and this is the lighthouse. So we're going to go to the map and grab the lighthouse. Now, is the lighthouse on its own layer? Hopefully it is. Okay, thank you, God, that I actually did this one right. So you can just multi-select there, copy it, go back here, and we're going to make a new layer for what's it called? Haunted Lighthouse. Haunted Lighthouse. And paste that right here. Boom. Shakalaka. Oh, I want to make sure I'm not going into the bleed. I am. Okay, so this needs to go down some. About right there. All right, that's fine. I don't like that it touches it, but I think right there, I'm not going to worry about it. If the peak bleeds, I think that's okay. If it bleeds, it leads. That's what they tell me, right? That's how that goes. All right, turn off the bleed now. So we got the Haunted Lighthouse there. And save that as quest. Artifact Lighthouse. Okay, save. Now each of these each artifact is gonna have to be a little different now because of these symbols. That's okay though. So we go to here, we're gonna replace this image. Oh wait, we need to go into it. Replace that image with the lighthouse, open. All right, now we need to move this part down. Let's try and match where the coordinates of this one. So we have in this one, the top of it is at 0.0. Okay, let's just make it 0.5. Seriously, 0.5. Okay, so half an inch from the top. So go back up to here. Gonna do this one. It's gonna be half an inch from the top, 0.5. There we go. Now you have that consistency, fantastic. And this one can move up also now that I adjusted this. Can move up to about there. Now the bee is not overlapping this. Okay. Dale says, but you are doing it. I pray it proves successful or is, but whether it is or not, it's still something that you have accomplished. Yeah, and that's also something I'm trying to keep in mind, is that whether or not this is successful, it's more about who God is, how God is using this to form and shape me, and trying to just make me more in the image of Christ. I don't necessarily have the math on how this is doing that, but I trust that him putting this on my heart to do is going to do that. I mean, this is certainly growing my skills in a lot of areas, and also giving me, I think this is also more opportunities to rely on him in in lots of aspects. Like, God, what do you want me to do in this case? And I trying to remember to turn to him in prayer for a lot of these elements. Yeah. Part of me wonders if this up here with the fire one, the colors are all the same, but this one, this symbol looks, I feel like, enough different from this. Excuse me, that I should actually be using these colors for the background. So let's try that and see what happens. Since I'm going to need a different, well, I ideally don't want a different artifact field for each one, but let's look, because if it's better, it's better. Wah is right. Let me save this and at least look at it. Resource. Update.
Focus on getting breakfast.
Okay. Herm, maybe. Let's see. Dale says, you're doing a lot better than me. Wait, are you trying to make a game, Dale? Or I'm not sure what you mean by that. D-Tongue says, I've been a little under the weather this week. Oh no, I haven't gone very far in my game making exercises. These remind me about making stuff, and I like it. Oh good. Lord God, I pray that you please be with Detungsten with him feeling under the weather. Please bring him back to full health quickly, Lord God, so he can be more sort of able to do the things he needs to do and wants to do. Yeah, I just pray your healing touch upon him. Amen. Yeah, I'm a little torn, guys. Part of me feels like, I mean, I like that this color matches the map, but I feel like it's a little incohesive from the card style overall. So I'm thinking I'm going to go back and not have it be that color. I think people will just be able to see, okay, where's this symbol? It'll be, I mean, that's almost a game within the game. It's like, okay, let me try to find the symbol on the map. Where is that at? Like a little hunt and seek. What?
Okay, so you remember how the package went from Portland to Salem?
Uh-huh.
It went back to Portland, and now it's in Hillsboro. So
Okay.
like, why did you go from Portland to Salem back to...
I wonder if they forgot to unload it.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is
It's
weird. Of course, Detungsten. It's somewhat jarring from the rest of the card. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Stacy. Good morning. How are you doing? I think this, though, this looks better overall. It feels more cohesive for sure. I'm wondering, though, if I need to actually, instead of using this color, which I don't use... Oh, I do use it down here. Okay. I was thinking I didn't use this tone of brown, this ground one, anywhere else. But I do. I use it right down here. So I think that's fine to reuse it there. Okay. So let me save this one out. Lighthouse, export. Yes. Go back to here. Source manager, modified, update. Yeah, I think that looks better. I like that better. All right, so we'll save this out now. Save. All right, next one is Zaxiel didn't have one. Fifi's delivery. All right, we're gonna do that. And now we're going to Firefield is going to be duplicate. And then turn off artifact field. I'm going to put artifact field at the bottom. And this will be earth field. And then we'll use, let's see, go to the green colors. Keep the yellow. Then it'll be this green for this. It'll be this darker green for this. And that. Okay, so now we're going to turn off the artifact elements. Artifact, turn those off. And now we're going to turn on the earth elements. Make sure I have everything I need. The events. Oh, and we need to update these. Why am I... Oh, I need to turn off the artifact field. There we go. And now I need to make this down here. This. Oh, wait, where's that? Events icon? Is that what it is? Events and there we go. That's the one I want. Okay. All right. So I need to update this section. Make sure I'm doing on the right one. That's this one. Yes. Okay. Okay. This color. Ah, not that. Don't do it. Delete. And then after I do this part, I'll catch up with you guys. There we go. Awesome. And now the lighthouse is going to be turned off. And this is going to be Ashley's. All right. Stacey says, my mom's cat walked over the Rainbow Bridge on Friday. On Thursday. Does that mean she passed away, Stacey? D-Tung says, this reminds me of making sprites in Game Maker. Yeah, it's funny that Joe Morgan from Coffee and Adventure, he started using A Sprite and he showed me some of the ones he's working on because he's working on a game too. Did you guys connect? Are you both using Game Maker, I think? Dale says, years ago I tried. When my nieces were starting school and learning words, I tried creating a game that would help in their endeavor. It would involve a maze and an assortment of puzzles to challenge the players as they venture through it. That's so cool. So there was a game when we had the old Apple II computer, one of the early Apple computers. We had that in the early 90s. And there was a game that my mom really liked. I really liked. I think my brother, Free Hugs, maybe played it a bit. I don't know if he'd remember it, but it was this. It was like a little adventure game. You were like in a castle or something. You're exploring. You were going to different rooms. You had to avoid slimes and stuff. And you're looking for pieces of armor to make a knight. And you're looking for keys to get to different rooms. And you're trying to avoid the bad guys. And it was just a little guy that you're moving around. It looked very simplistic, but I remember it being very fun. And we both liked that game. And I think we beat it like a couple times. But there's this maze element to it and try to find ways. And ever since, I think maybe before that, but I've always liked mazes. And I've thought of ideas of like making, like having all these maze square tiles that you have to pull, and then you have to add it to the maze pieces that are already there and try to find your way out of the maze from this randomly generated maze each time. I haven't obviously gotten very far in that, but it's just sort of idea. But I think that's a great idea, Dale. But you didn't get very far on it. Yes, she did. Lord God, I pray over Stacy's mom, whose cat passed away recently. I know that's so hard when a pet passes away, and there can be so much pain left. But thank you for all the joy that Stacy's mom got to have by having her cat. And I pray you see her through this time of mourning. Amen. I think he said that he was using Game Maker. I remember Apple, with the bracket twos. Good morning, Ashley, says Stacy. D-Tongue says, that sounds like a little rogue, but a different game. Maybe. Now I have to find it. Let's see if I can find this here. Let's look. Apple II Dungeon Crawler game. Let's see what we can find here. Dungeon of Doom, maybe? Is that it? Let's look. I mean, can I see what the game actually looks like? Okay, yes, I see the box. Can you show me? Huh? No, I'm looking for this old computer game that my mom and I would play on the Apple II. I'm seeing like the box art and stuff, but nothing about like game. Okay, let me look at images. Probably an image will come up sooner. Nope. Nobody. Nope. I'm getting lots of board games. Let's see. Let me look up Apple II.
This is the dumb game that I would play as a kid.
What?
This was on our Macintosh. It was called Shufflepuck Cafe. It was like a weird version of like air hockey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an air hockey video game, and you would face against all these random characters.
Mm-hmm.
There were 9 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I never played that. There was a Conan game on the Apple II? Here, I'll move this over so you guys can see what I'm looking at.
Apparently there's an NES version of this game. What?
Conan. Wait, that is He-Man. Whoops. What am I doing? Let's see.
That's such a dumb game plot.
No, it wasn't Ultima.
So apparently in the Nintendo version, a player lands in an
Wasn't Oregon Trail.
whose spaceship breaks
What
He needs to find a
game
telephone
was
to call
this?
the breakdown
I wish I
so
could.
he
I
can
mean, I wish it would just come up because that'd be.
this
And
is
I'll know when I see. I
basically
remember it
a
vividly.
mile, so it
what it
goes into
looked
the
like.
telephone. But the
Wasn't Prince of
telephone
Persia.
his way and they won't let him get to the phone until he's beaten.
Dale says, or D-Tongues says, amen. I played Goofy Mad Maze game as a kid. I don't think that was it. Dale says, but life got in the way, and I never got back to it. Totally understand that. You remember Ultima on the NES? Says Tungsten. Nice.
7, 8. Yeah. Yeah, it was in black and white. It looked like this.
Where are you?
Where's the color?
Age of Adventure. It wasn't that. It's crazy that there are all these games.
Well, you don't really
I don't
see
think I
it.
ever realized there are all these types of games for the Apple II. Maybe Maze was in the title, and maybe that. So what was Mad Maze? Let me try it. Maybe that wasn't Mad Maze. No, it wasn't this 3D one. It is like top down. I mean, it wasn't this, but think of something more like that, I guess. Let me try just Maze. Maze game.
Husband, this game is from 1988. I found it.
What, the shuffle puck one?
Look at this ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Woo! In all its glory.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
This was a game I spent way too much time playing as a kid.
Apparently, Ashley spent way too much time playing a game as a
My
kid.
parents didn't let us get on the computer all that much.
Ah.
Boom!
But every time you could.
I played this game. I was
Man, I
Get him! Boom.
I'm pretty sure I found this game I'm talking about at some point. You know, in the last several years.
Get some points on this person.
Let me try keywords.
Get him.
Apple II game,
Yeah, I know. Like in this game, like,
Find
you're supposed to, like,
armor
actually change the size of, like,
for
your
Knight, defeat dragon. Because there's a dragon at the very end. That you find all these pieces, you can defeat the dragon.
Apparently, maybe it's 15.
Okay, let me look up all instead of images. Apple Knight, not Apple Knight, Apple Knight 2. Dang it. Let's try Apple II.
File, edit, game, paddle, blocker, cheat, droid. Like there's all these different things that you could do.
Not a barged. Oh my gosh.
New opponent.
10 best Apple II games. Okay, let's see what this shows.
They went with the train.
Bard's Tale, Pinball, Oregon Trail,
The Sith Lord kind of
Shoplifter.
thing. I don't know who you are. Oh, you got robbed.
No, it's none of those. Okay, here's what we're gonna brute force this, guys. We're gonna go Wikipedia. Apple II games.
He's doing so much better.
2 games.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Apple II. Maybe I need to be putting an Apple II in the thing. Okay, Apple II. Hardware. Apple II. Let's see. Do they have game? Oh, let me try that.
That managed to get 2 points on it.
Apple II game list.
Ah. That's so
List of
bad.
Apple II games. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can hopefully recognize this. Let's see which ones have Maze in the title. Bongos Bash, Crazy Mazy,
Pick next.
Death Maze, Maze Game. No. Pyramids of Egypt. No. Okay, let's try a Knight.
Look at this guy.
Knight of Diamonds. Bars Knight. No, let's try Castle.
Skip.
This guy's ridiculous.
Castle Dane. Castle Wolfenstein. No. Crystal Castles. No. Silver. No. Sorcerer's Castle. No, it wasn't Text Adventure.
Looks like they
Voodoo Castle. No. No. No.
Probably.
No, not Beyond Castle Wolfenstein. Mini RPG. I don't think it's
He
those.
looks like he could be like a middle school math teacher.
Beyond Castle Wolfenstein.
Or middle school math.
Something.
Yeah, I don't. Man, I hate this. Yeah, I'll try Dragon.
He runs the athletes.
I'm actually.
Not Sea Dragon.
Oh my god.
Sword of Zedek. Pythagoras and the Dragon? Text. It wasn't a text adventure though. Sort of. Man.
And when
Sorry I sent you through. Oh no, not at all.
you can tell he's
I wish there were.
because look at how his eye is twitchy.
Let me try though.
And
Apple II. Instead of what I was trying to do before, let's try in the search results. Apple with the 2 eyes instead of Apple II. Okay.
What even is he?
He's some sort of alien dude.
Apple, because I think this was Apple 2 game. Two games. Apple Knight, Apple 2 Dungeon Crawlers. Maybe this will. Maybe. Dragon Wars. Nope. My Magic. Let's with Silverine Castle. Nope, not that.
That guy's like a pig. He's like this big.
Wizardry.
Look at him.
Not
He's
diamonds. Nope.
But yeah, he's got like regalia, like he's in the military. So
Kern.
he's like this.
No, so apparently Dungeon Crawler means like this type of look, but that's not it. Okay, so that's not it. Apple Knight. Dragon Knight 2. Ergo. Let's maybe this is it. Nope, that's not it.
Because I don't understand like that gimmick. It's like this is supposed to.
Dragon Armor or Knight. Dragon Armor at Mount Blade. Apple 2. Well, you know what? I guess I'm not gonna find it right now, which is a bummer because I would have liked to have known what it was. I don't suppose this is it. No. All right. If I find it, I will post in the Discord, retroreonpodcast.com/Discord. But for now, it's lost to time. Castle Dragonstein? I don't think so. I will put that in, but I don't think so.
I mean, body hair was this. That's about it.
Nope, but don't think that's it. But nice try. Stacy, you like the music or can't hear the music? I really want to know. Yeah, exactly. Didn't mean to take you away from the development of JJ. That's fine, Dale. There are so many games fight later, and yeah, absolutely, yeah. Because man, I remember. I bet you it's one of these games you could even play like just in the browser now and stuff.
Well, in the computer version of the game.
Back to this. Let us. So for Fifi's delivery, it's Ashley's haberdashery. So we're gonna grab that icon, which good. It's easy for me to grab. Migrate this, copy, and we go back to here and Ashley's on this layer. Paste this, and we gotta keep in mind the bleed. Okay, so
see how his paddle is just erratically going back and forth. How can you play against that?
Yeah, here's the thing. I probably don't need all the smoke. Just some smoke is fine if it's cut off. But so here's the thing. I have the signpost and the chicken are outside the border, which I think I'm kind of fine with, actually. I think I'm okay with that.
Angry eyebrows.
I think I will move this in one. That way the signpost is part of the border and the chicken's just off a little bit. But yeah, I think I'm honestly think I'm fine with that. If I move this, okay, no, that's fine. Down one maybe. I'm just trying to determine what looks better with the plane behind it. I think that looks better. Though, oh yeah. So I included part of it that needs to be delayed. Okay, there we go. Now I got the full range. All right. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I know it's not perfect, but that's okay.
That's it. That was a game I played a lot.
Sometimes you gotta know the rules to break the rules. Yeah. Turn the bleed off.
Expensive way back then.
And this is gonna be Earth. This is Fifi's delivery, and we'll just say Fifi.
Okay.
Export right there. And now we're going to go back to publisher, and that's this one. I'm going to replace this image with the new one right here. Open. So now I know where to go. But we need to move this all down to 0.5. 0.5. Okay, it looks like I need to make this go up a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. You know what? I'll give it a little bit of, make this space a little bit less. Turn the music back on. Yes, I'm still listening. I never left. Did you leave? That must be it.
Yes, we did.
Wow. Okay, so we're gonna go to paragraph. Whoops, not that one. This one.
Not since summer stole kittens.
Okay, there we go.
Less than 24
And now
hours.
this one's gonna go up a little bit. Oh wait. Is this?
There.
98.
Those dresses are.
This needs to be 100.
They're like perfectly fit for Disney because they come. in
There we
all
go.
different
So I
colors.
didn't have to adjust it like I did, but that's okay. And that makes you wonder, is the ghost tower also
Don't
off?
let anyone over the age of like 12 in costumes.
No, this one is 100,
So you can like Disney.
That's sad.
Yeah.
which I can see up here. There's a number up here that says 100%, so I know that one's fine.
What are you doing?
And I can also hover over this, and it says zoom 100%.
Cool. Amanda.
Paragraph 7, subsection J. Exactly, D-Tungsten. Yeah, you got it. All right, so now we got Ashley's Haberdashery.
Okay.
Great.
I see you're really I went to high school with you too. She and I went to the same dance studio.
And so save this. So
No,
a quick story about this. So I was playing with Cryan and Travis Berg, who's been on the podcast. We were playing, yeah, this last Sunday actually, and Cryan hosted us, and we were playing. And I got this quest, Fifi's Delivery, and so I was gonna keep it, but then there was one last junk golem, and it was so beefy that the guys asked for me to come help them. And so if you go and help to attack a city, you immediately take the B option of the quest. And the A option is you go Ashley's Haberdashery, turn this in, and I get to have the Divine Delight ability, which is I can play it and it gives plus 10 HP to all your teammates. Oy vey, I'm sorry guys, I have so much phlegm. The B option is you don't have time to deliver, and you just get plus 20 HP, and it closes Ashley's Haberdashery because they're out of supplies. And so because they want my help, I had to take the B option. So it was like we're pretending like, hold on guys, I'm stuffing my face with cookies and stuff as I'm charging into battle. I'll be right there, and I have all these crumbs over my face as I get to battle.
You're giving me cute animals.
It's just a fun story thing that happened in the game and I love that about board games, and that's something that people have said when you're making a board game. Think about what story people are going to tell their friends about the game. Not like the story of the game necessarily. I mean, sometimes it is like very story driven, but what fun moments are people going to share with their family or friends about the experience? And so having moments like that happen are fantastic. And you only get those with certain people at certain times, given certain parameters. And that's a beautiful thing about board games, I think, is that you get to experience that. Video games are great. I love them. But very often, everyone's experiencing the same thing. There are some variables, like did I play in the morning, did I play at night? But like you're experiencing the same elements each time. I mean, sometimes you have more often now you have progressively generated dungeons and what have you. So it's not always the same. So I guess more often, I think more and more often you're getting like multiplayer games with maps that are procedurally generated. That's what I meant. So you will get kind of experiences like that, but regardless, board games are still great for that. What are you all listening to?
Prairie dogs.
Oh, okay.
I've heard them in real life because they yelled at me. We were taking a walk.
Apparently,
and they were like, "I'm angry."
Ashley's listening to Prairie Dogs with my daughter. Go figure.
Here's a happy one.
Okay, so we got this one done. Gonna save that. Now we're gonna go back. What's the next one? We have the cartographer. Okay. So go back here. So this is another one where we're gonna use the artifact field. So turn artifacts back on. Turn these all back on. Turn off event icon. Turn on artifact field. Turn off the earth elements.
Look at the mighty.
And now I think we're good. Oh, and we're going to turn off Ashley's. Make a new layer.
Come on. War cry. War cry, little guy.
And this is going to be cartographer.
Seriously, looks between a mouse. Oh, I love
Cartographer.
her. If a mouse and a
Go over
bunny
here.
had
And
a
this
baby,
is up here.
That's what this would be.
So we have this map. I haven't seen a prairie dog in like over 40 years. Yeah, I only saw one recently when I went to visit Colorado last time. This would be
You're my favorite.
2022. Yeah. Okay, copy that. Oh, hopefully it's all. Yeah, okay. I'm just copying this section. Fantastic. And we're going to go back here. Paste this here.
It looks like a bunny and a mouse had a baby.
And fortunately, it reads just fine. I was worried that the Browns were gonna be too close, but no, we're fine. And so I can make this
Are you okay,
right there. Awesome.
sir?
Okay, so that's the cartographer.
This is a Wendy's.
And then we turn off the
Take a breath.
bleed.
Oh, it's screwed
We
in. So it's
save.
freaking out trying to get it
And
away.
then this is artifact. Dash artifact. And then this is cartographer. Cartographer.
He's like, he's shocked.
Export. Go back to publisher. Replace this image. Replace with cartographer. Open. 100%. Move these down to 0.5. All right. That's good. That's good. That's all good. I feel like I can move this up a little bit to maybe 2.4. Let's see what that looks like. Nope, too much. 2.45. Yeah. And let's do that with all these, actually, just to have consistency. 2.4. Okay, so yeah, we're not that far off. Okay, so I'm just adjusting really minutely, but you know what? Whatever. I want it to be right on, so it will be 2.45. Oh no! Now we're. Oh wait, this is 100, right? Herm.
Oh, hello.
Okay. Maybe we go. And what's, oh, let's see, 2.5 is what? Okay, maybe we do that. 2.25. But then some of them aren't going to look good. Okay, so this one will just be an odd duck out. This one, though. And you? 2.45.
Yeah. You're Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, most of these are going to be fine. Okay, that one done.
No, what those-
That one
oh,
done.
It's doing, like, church logos.
Oh, there's also something else I want. I have a note. I need to update one of these while we're in Quest. I need to update one of these to. There's a typo or something I need to fix.
Actual play podcast.
Okay, let's see. This is
What else we got?
to-dos. Okay, card update. Cartographer quest. Change step. Oh, yeah.
Someone dressed up as a Aristocrats at Disney.
That's the lighthouse. I need cartographer. Okay.
Okay, Backstreet Boys.
Oh.
Shit.
For rest of game, move anywhere. For rest of game, move anywhere on the map
It's a beaver.
as if it were one.
Beaver.
And you say map marker away.
With their anti-mark.
Map
I know. Seals.
marker away.
Well, they look so
There we go.
curious.
That still fits. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's a bonus. The way for rest of game. Yeah. Okay, you get that. All right, and then this, fall into the forest, find D6 number of spires, reduce HP by,
Seal vest.
and then
Nice seal eye. Ugh.
Really?
by D6
Yes.
result.
We went to like SeaWorlds back in the day.
Okay.
Had a bird bird on top of my head,
fighting.
and I've been kissed by sea lions.
So reduce. See, part of me wonders if this is confusing. Like I'm saying 2 d6s, but they're supposed to be the same d6. Follow it into the forest,
Marine mammal.
fighting
It's like
spiders
we ran into an old crush. sitting
equal
on the bench.
to fighting
That's funny.
strong spiders, fighting venomous spiders, fighting fighting giant spiders. Yeah, we'll say giant spiders. Follow into the forest, fighting giant spiders.
More Backstreet Boys, another wombat.
Giant spiders equal to
Boshi. I miss you, Boshi.
find spiders that hurt because I'm trying to say reduce HP by d6 times power of top card. I'm trying to say that one time instead of saying it sort of twice. Dale says, my uncle had an assortment of games. I couldn't handle Axis and Allies or the longevity of it. But Scotland Yard and a game called All the King's Men were my favorites. I played with him. Cathedral was the last game I played with him. Oh, I think I've heard of Cathedral. I've played Scotland Yard. That is fun. I've heard of Axis and Allies. I've never played it. All the King's Men I'm not familiar with. But that's awesome that you got to play that with him, Dale.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully that'd be. D-Tongue says, I had a copy of Scotland Yard. Might still have it. Nice.
Makes my heart explode.
Yeah, did you get to play any board games these days, Dale?
But I would die.
With like your nieces and nephews or anything? Follow it into the forest. Fine. Okay. Follow it into the forest. Along the way, along the way you fight giant spiders that
Did you get her catio?
reduce your HP by d6 times the power of the top card. Take this card, toss the map away, move forward, and then this is where I'm all down. This should be move down to on move track. So this I need to rejigger so that it's more succinct. Follow it into the forest. Along the way, you fight. Maybe while traveling.
We are looking at EV.
Okay, you open it to see a map, leading it into the depths of Raid by Break. Well, and then that's for this, so you know where to go. When you look up, ask why the man is gone. Do you follow the map? Maybe follow the map. Here's what we'll do. Follow the map. Follow the map. Fighting
Thank you, Mom.
giant spiders on the way. And spiders. Fending off. Fending off? We'll say fending off. Fending off spiders on the way that reduce your HP by d6 times the power of the top card. Take this card. All right, perfect. So we've done it. We have that down 2 space. Toss the map away. Move down 2 on movement track. Okay, now this is better. I can check this off that I made that update. Request change. Okay. Awesome. Okay, save that. My nieces and nephews are all grown now, so well, grown-ups can like board games. That's a bummer.
You're grown up board games. You liked it so much you made one.
Exactly. All right, so we got this one done. Awesome. Save that. And now we're going to go on to Father's Fight. Okay, this one's going to be a little trickier. Well, no, I think we'll be okay. But this one takes place at Elderkin Arc. So go here. And we're going to turn off Cartographer. We're going to turn off Artifact Field. We're going to duplicate Earth Field. Duplicate, Francisco. This is going to be Wind Field. Wind Field. Turn that on. We can go ahead and just change this now because I know I have a color. This color palette right here is the color palette I use for all the elements inside the game. At least before they get transposed onto like the map where there's other textures, but on all the cards and everything, it's these colors. So that makes it super simple to know like, oh, okay. So, and like the water and wind share the same light color and earth and fire share the same light color. So for this, do this, we're in the wind field. Okay. Oh, we're going the wrong way. This way. And now this one here. And this one there. Okay. Now I got that. Now we're going to turn off Artifact Field. Minimize those. We're going to turn on Gloom Field, Wind Elements. And now we're over here. We want to turn the event icons back on so we get the potions. Turn off the artifact icon and artifact events and artifact border. All right. Now we're squared away. Now we go down here. Got to fix this section so it looks consistent with the others. We're on that one. Ah, whoops, wrong tool. I want line, not gradient fill.
What are you going to do about it? I'm curious. What are you
Right.
doing?
And now this one, we're going to do this. And then this here. And then delete those. Awesome. Okay, we got that now. And now we're going to go get Eldritch Arc and put it in there. Wrong place, Francisco. Just right here. So the story behind Eldritch Arc, well, maybe I'll keep it to myself. If you really want, let's see, what in the rules do I say about Eldritch Arc? I forget. So in the rules I have, let me save this in case this crashes. In the rules, how I denote what's just story and what you can just you don't have to read is anything in one of these banners or these ribbons is story. So you don't have, it just adds to the flavor. You don't have to read it to know what's going on. So in the map section or in the component section, not the component section, the exploration section where I talk about each of the places you can visit. For Eldritch Arc, we have one, and it says, oh, this is a little off. Let's move this down some. There we go. No one knows when this shrine was built. Only that legend says the 4 elemental spirits met here to glorify their creator. And I should really put creator in capital C because it's supposed to be God. And this is like an homage to the 4 creatures that surround the Holy of Holies in heaven in Revelation. Let's read that because I've forgotten exactly. And it's not one for one, like they're not the same creatures because I think that one is an eagle, a lion, a ox, and a man. Revelation 4 creatures.
Cute.
What comes up? Okay. So here we go. So Revelation 4:8 it would seem. Gonna do NASB 95. All right. And the 4 living creatures, each one of them have, okay, let's read the whole chapter actually. A scene of heaven. Okay, the throne and worship of the Creator. Out of the throne come flashes of lightning and sounds and peals of thunder. And there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of God. Oh, are the 7 spirits of God. And before the throne, there was something like a sea of glass, like crystal. And in the center around the throne, 4 living creatures full of eyes in front and behind. The first creature was like a lion, and the second creature like a calf. The third creature had a face like that of a man, and the fourth creature was like a flying eagle. And the 4 living creatures, each one of them having 6 wings, are full of eyes around and within. And day and night they do not cease to say, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God, the Almighty, who was and who is to come. So it's an homage to those 4 creatures, and they are stand-ins for the 4 elements of Galmany: fire, earth, water, wind. And so there is an animal associated with each. There's the earth rays, like a manta ray, but in the forest. It works. Foxes, or sea foxes, fire owls, and bolt rams. Bolt as in lightning bolt. Let's see. D. Tungsten says, seems to relate to the 4 elements of ancient too. Earth, air, water. Yeah, so I mean, that's what they're more related to, but it is tied to that. Anyway, so these 4 creatures met at this place to honor their creator, which is God, which, I mean, I have a cross here. It's kind of, it might be on the nose, whatever. I wanted it because that's important to me, because this isn't an overtly Christian game. You definitely don't have to be a Christian to play it. But that is that's the meta narrative I believe I'm a part of, and I want to reflect some of that in a small way. Okay, I like it. Thank you, D. Tungsten. Anyway, but we need to grab it off the map, so we're in the wrong place. Grab it here. Is it isolated? It is. Fantastic. Okay. Apparently only that owl wasn't. Copy that. Go back to the card. Wind element. This is going to be in the... Okay, we got the wind field on. Okay, we need a new layer. New layer. This is going to be Zave's Father's Fight. Father's Fight. Okay, gonna paste it right there. And it's gonna be, and that looks great. Oh, wait, no, it has to be lower because of the bleed. I bet you anything that the bleed is right. Oh, crap, we're gonna have to cross in the bleed. All right, so it's gonna be right there. Then it's just kind of off the sheen of the cross, not the whole cross. Okay, that's fine. Good deal. And that's okay, that just goes down to the edge. All right, turn the bleed off. Save. And this is going to be wind. Wind. And then this is...
Oh, no.
What am I calling it? Just quest wind? Is that all I'm saying? Labeling these as? Now I'm like, I forget. I'm looking in the wrong place. I want source art. And let's see, PA quest. I want to look in card PNGs. Let's look here.
I get it.
PNG. Okay, so we have so Earth Fifi. Okay, so actually, I just say fire or Earth. I should put a little bit indication of what the quest is also. So we will do that, but I wasn't before. Let's see. We'll just call it save. Father's Fight. All right, save that. Go back to publisher right here. Not the rules, but the quests. Okay, and now we're gonna replace this. Replace with the quest right here. Open. All right, and that is at 98%. It needs to be at 100%. Not 113. There we go, 100%. And now we're gonna move this, this, and this to 0.5. Looks good. I don't like that there's an orphan here. That an orphan is, I'm sorry, a widow.
You're a gymnast.
So in graphic design layout, copy layout, there's these things called widow. Here's your fun, useless fact of the day. there's these elements called widows and orphans. A widow is when at the end of a block of copy, you have one word. They sort of stand out because for whatever reason, they just stand out to you. They're sort of weird, like just one word by itself almost feels like it should be a title. So you want to reduce widows. You want to at least have 2 words on the line, or you don't want to have 1 word on the line. An orphan is where, and just, if you mean by, I think it's my kerning or my tracking. I know I'm just giving an education right now, Cellcast. Let's see. Yeah, I'd be doing my tracking. Kerning, I believe, isn't that between? No, that's letting. Kerning, is this one. I never really adjust the space between the letters. I usually do it between, or I think that's between the words is kerning. Between the letters is tracking. Anyway, that is what I'm gonna do. But I'm just sharing. Now I could possibly just move this word down to the next line, just soft return. But Eldritch Arc is like the proper noun. I don't want to divide it on 2 lines if I don't have to. So that leaves me. Oh, and then an orphan is when you have 1 word on the next page, and that's it. And then there's a paragraph break, and then you have another block of copy. So that's what an orphan is, and you definitely don't want that because that has way too much visual weight. And it's like, wait, why is there just 1 word here? Okay, so, but like Drew suggested, we're going to decrease the tracking, and we only had to do a -2, and that fixed it. Yes.
Hola.
Hello. Now we're going to move this one up, change this to be consistent with the others. 0.5. Why does the music not it keeps pausing? Oh, it is just quiet. We're fine. We're fine here. Great, now you're making me question it. Yeah. No, so tracking is the space between all the letters. Kerning, I think, is just the space between the words. But let's check that. And here's how we can tell. We'll make let alone. We'll make the tracking huge, like 100. Let's make this 100. That way we can see if it also affects the space between the letters. So that's tracking. That's space between everything. And now the kerning, let's see what the kerning does, which I can't seem to affect. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I know I can do this to manually do the kerning. Maybe kerning is the space between any single letter. Yeah, now I'm not sure. But I can do that manually, but I can't do it all together for whatever reason. Oh no, kerning is space between just 2 letters. That's what it is? No, I can't change it now. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Drew. I don't know what to tell you. Yes, my love. Oh, it's Pusheen. I was like, what is going on? Hi, Pusheen. How are you doing? You're meowing. Oh, crap. Pusheen, I'm allergic. My eyes. Ah! Affinity is wrong. Oh my gosh.
Wonky husband.
What?
It's like all.
I'm not sure what you're looking at.
I'm looking at that middle section. All of that stuff is like on top of it.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're supposed to turn it to read it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's meant to be on the side like that.
But I'm like, it's so squished.
Well, I mean,
Like
that's.
the spacing is just.
I mean, that's because that's what I have to work with, so it's consistent with everything.
But why?
Because that's what I established long ago in the dark times.
Before the Empire?
Exactly.
Yeah, clearly.
So let's make this -2. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, that very well could be Cellcast. Let's see. What does kerning say in Wikipedia? Like Wikipedia would know.
It would, probably.
They know nothing. Why does Wikipedia not have an entry in kerning detungsten kitty? I don't get it. Wow. Way to copy and paste there, Francisco. Okay. Kerning is the process of adjusting space between characters in a proportional font. Okay, then what is tracking? Kerning tables, Mac, kerning, contextual kerning, kerning tools. I wonder if there are actually two things for this. What's tracking? Typography tracking. Okay. So I am doing this. Letter spacing, character spacing, tracking is an optically consistent typographical adjustment to the space between letters to change the visual density of a line of block text. Letter spacing is distinct from kerning, which adjusts the spacing of particular pairs of adjacent characters, such as, oh, that's why. Kerning is only between specific things that would sometimes have weird issues. Like, let's say a 7 and a, what would be something that would be weird against a 7? A 7 and a 1? I don't know. Oh, or V and an A. That's the obvious example. So V and A. All right. So look. Aha! Look at this. So I have a V and an A here. Let me minimize this. I have a V and an A right here. Zoom in. And over here, we have this different number, minus 52.7, because that's the visual kerning of it, as opposed to over here, S and U, it's just automatic. So here, because of these specific sets of letters, wait, what happened? It's different in between each letter. It changes based on what it is. Okay, but between these two, it's 52.7. And I can adjust it in here. I can make it tighter or smaller or auto. Okay, so, is that it? Is that how I do it? If I select two like this, it doesn't work. That's the tracking. But if I put the cursor in between them, then I can adjust them. Okay, let's reset those to auto. Okay, so tracking is proportional, the whole set of characters. Kerning is between two specific characters. I think that's what we've come to. So if you are tracking, you are kerning everything proportionally. But tracking isn't, but if you're just tracking, but kerning specifically is between two letters. I think that's what we've come to. So if it isn't wrong, but we just have different definitions, I think you can use them somewhat interchangeably, but you can't do that perfectly. Okay, let's take VA off, otherwise. Or even if VA buddy, yeah, that's not quite right. Okay, if buddy, why is buddy on its own? All right, that's weird. I don't like if buddy is bird, that's fine. Let alone Zave, you go to Elric and Arc and, okay, that's fine. I don't like this negative space here, but I'm not going to worry about fixing it right now. It's part of the text. Okay. I'll say, even if this buddy, there we go. Now that broke it up some. Is boy or beast, let alone Zave. You go to Elric and Arc and you pick one of these to do. Track kerning. Kerning D tungsten exclamation or colon kitty. Why isn't that coming up? I don't get it. So says actually he's staying in motif. Exactly. I'm staying in the motif. Number, $. Okay. Let's see. Father's fine. Okay. So this is good now. Save and say, I'm not sure. What did I do to rules? Did I do something? Oh yeah, I moved this. So save that. All right. What do we have left here? We have, we did bronze owl already. We have rock eggs, and then we have the other quest to make, which I'm not sure if we're going to get to today. I have two other pixel art things I want to do. Yeah, I think Creative Ryan is going to be better if I'm just doing it not streaming, and I can just sort of look like this. That's sort of how I look when I'm thinking. I'm sure of it. Or I look like this. Yes. See the wheels turning. Junkyard buddy system? What? Okay.
Whoopsie.
Oh, okay. I'm like, a light went off. What happened? Okay, fire rock eggs. Okay, this is the last one that we have for these. Let's go to, here we go. Now for this, we want to do artifact field again. Turn those off. Turn off event. Turn on these artifact ones. Artifact border we want. Turn off wind. Artifact on. Turn off gloom field. Okay, there we go. Oh, and we want to turn off that. Yes, fire rock eggs, which is an homage to Temple of Doom. Okay, so we're gonna do new layer. Fire rock eggs. Where's my artifact field? There it is.
Pretty much. He's the oldest.
And then we're gonna go here, and that is over here. This temple. This is where you return them. Copy. Yes. I've returned. I see a new quest. No, you actually don't. They're all. We haven't made the new quest yet.
He's got a green cover.
I mean, this may be a new one to you. I know you've only played it a couple times, and maybe didn't have gone through all the quests, Cran. But this is one that's been there. Okay, copy that. We're almost done making these though. How was breakfast? I elected that the new quest I'm going to do is probably I'm going to do that off stream.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. Put it right here. And let's see, where's the bleed? Because I don't want to cut off the temple.
It's part of the established lore.
We're at the top. Okay, that's fine. I'll just touch the top.
It's weird, though.
It's just the way it is.
No more screens.
All right, and now we turn the bleed off.
You can find out at another
Okay,
point.
and we can save that.
Rock
And this
smashes
is
eggs, fire cooks eggs, and burns
artifact,
Indeed, he must.
artifact, dash,
Fire eggs. Rock smashes
fire,
eggs, cooks eggs, and burns paper.
fire eggs.
Where's the paper?
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's what. Oh, so D-Tongues is talking about this. Yeah, rock, paper, scissors, fire, eggs. Rock smashes eggs, fire cooks eggs, and burns paper. Yeah, I like it.
Where's paper?
Paper is the map one.
Ah.
It's the map. Export. That looks good. Save. Go back here. Yes. At 10. Yeah.
I'm just curious. Sorry.
No worries.
I don't mean to be an interruption.
No, you're fine.
Except when I actually do.
Except when you do mean to be an interruption.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We got, okay, that is 100%. Awesome. Now these, we got to move down. 2.5. Right. And here, I think I'm going to do this. Put this on that line. You then, and then choose one. Gotta move these up just slightly. 2.45.
Pretty sure it's jewelry.
Okay. Yep. Found it. Wait. Keep all eggs found.
The old chain broke. I bought two, but then I ended up wearing the teeny tiny.
Use out.
I have,
Oh wait.
it's funky.
Did I change this?
I struggle to open that because you have to get the right corner. I just like it because it feels funny. Like when it's closed, it's like all spongy and
I'm second guessing myself because this seems like I changed this. And now it's different. Make eggs, throw eggs. Wow. Dale says, in this game featuring multiple quests along with searching the warlord. Yeah, exactly. The quests are something you can do because to add a little bit more story and dynamicism to the game, as opposed to go to city, defeat junk golem, go next city, defeat junk golem, go next city, defeat junk golem, find the warlord, fight warlord. I feel like that was a bit too linear and didn't have a lot of variety to it. This gives you a chance to find some cool things that will be different game to game. So, oh, maybe this time against the Warlord, I have this ability. Like I was playing last night, I got this ability, or when I was playing that 4-player game of just me playing everyone, I got this ability as the Warlord, and I was able to destroy the fire limbs of other players, and that was really helpful.
Had a great fall, and all the Kingsmen and horses had breakfast.
Interruption. Did Palsy Power show up? No, he did not. Make eggs, throw eggs. What wins, paper or eggs? I think paper, because paper will clean up an egg mess.
Depends on what. If it's a paper towel, sure.
Yeah.
But it's just
Exactly.
paper.
But if it's just paper, what is it gonna do?
I don't know. Dale says Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and all the king's men and horses had breakfast after all. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. I like that, Dale.
That's terrible.
What was I doing? Okay.
How dare you say that's good?
So I was gonna look at the card I had before in Tabletopia, because I feel like it's different. Cards, not quarries. We haven't had quarries in forever. Quests. Fire, rock, eggs. Yeah. Yeah, see, I did. Okay, apparently I didn't save this.
Paper beats eggs, I
Which is
think.
dumb.
I think.
Yeah, I agree with that, D-Tungsten. Okay, so we need to match this text, because I don't know what happened that I guess I didn't save this, because I moved this whole roll 1d6 up to up here.
Name
So I'm going to have to retype this. Man, I really changed this whole type. Okay, so I'm going to have to retype this whole thing. Here we go. Fire rock eggs, yeah. Monks from a fire owl monastery. Wave you down for help. They lament how the warlord stole their sacred onyx eggs. No. Itch. No doubt. Using their power to
Onyx is like black.
suppress
I
headstone
also think
and
onyx
the
eggs are
other.
generally like regarded as like dragon eggs or something weird like that.
Oh, really?
I-
Here, they're supposed to be like a fire owl eggs, but yeah.
Well, that's your fire owl because it's weird. But in The Sims, there's different types of dragon eggs.
Oh, yeah?
because There's one world that you can buy and you can hatch dragons. You've got different types of dragons.
You
And
search
onyx is the black dragon egg.
for fire. That's cool. I didn't know that. Nests and
Hey,
pro.
onyx just means black.
Well, it doesn't mean black, but onyx is black.
It's generally regarded as that. Make eggs, throw eggs in from Yoshi's Island. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you do. So when Yoshi's throwing eggs at baby Bowser in the end, is he sacrificing other Yoshis? Is that what's happening? That's sad.
Well, honestly, don't you
Yoshi
remember?
is a cannibal.
Yoshi would swallow enemies and force them into eggs, so he's throwing the enemies right back.
Oh, is that what he's doing? Okay, I see.
No,
I like it.
think it's in Japanese that Yoshi means.
Request you search left hands for fire owl eggs,
I know
fire
that
owl
Yoshi
nests,
means bad
and
Yoshi.
procure
And that
them
there's
new
Yoshi.
eggs for their rituals. You set out
He tries to be punk.
promising
He's got-
to
He's got
return.
sunglasses and he's got like a studded collar. So somehow that makes him a bad Yoshi.
Return. Period. Roll
Yeah, he'd be a bad
1d6
Yeah, he thinks he's cool. Because he's wearing
for
like,
eggs
I like him.
and
bad Yoshi,
reduce
I
though.
like him.
HP
I like Push.
by 2d6.
I like the cat Yoshi much better than Super Mario World.
Then, colon. And now we need to track all this
I thought
to get
you
some of
said
this.
Shrek.
Oh, there you go. That worked well.
Shrek.
Minus 15. Perfect.
Okay.
Then choose one. And now this is different also.
There's only 4 people.
Oh,
watching.
pancakes are
That's
like.
sad.
Well, this is only on Twitch.
If 3 or more eggs found, return
And you know, so
them
there's 2 watching.
to the monks who share one egg and
Quit watching
it
there.
its power
His name is Brian.
with you. You. Take this card. Okay. There you go.
But it doesn't matter.
And let's
Watch.
say.
Your dad is working on his game. If people decide to drop it and watch, that's their choice.
Exactly. Keep any number of eggs found. Keep any.
I like it.
Keep. It shouldn't be any number. Oh no. Yeah, any number. Well, no. Keep the. It should be keep the number of eggs found.
Like a
Keep
Funko Pop.
all eggs. It should be keep all eggs found.
Eh.
Found. Keep all eggs found.
Itchy eyes.
They become potions or plus 10 HP each. Discard. Yep. There we go. Boom shakalaka. Okay.
Apparently they teach the right way to write whatever.
And save.
Ergonomic pencil grips.
Alrighty, guys. We have completed all these, which is fantastic. Now, I think with the rest of our time, we are going to save these out, put them up into Tabletopia, and then next time we play next week, these will for sure be ready, which is awesome. Okay, let's go. I need though to turn on this part. Oh, for all of them. Man, okay. You need to turn on this. So this layer adds this
needs to be protected.
this curve to them. Oh, yeah, no, I couldn't figure that out. Okay. And then this one.
I guess that's an adult version of celebrating a birthday.
And this one.
Adding some birthday candles to your drinks.
And this one.
Strange.
I do that.
And this one.
This is a cute little mixer.
I'm glad this is only 7 cards. Otherwise, this would take forever.
Aw, that's
Got that one already? Okay, now I got them for all of them.
s'mores in the oven.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay.
Actually, really
File. Export. Nearest neighbor. We want PNGs. All pages. Nearest neighbor.
no idea.
750 by 1050 is the number of pixels for a card for a 2.5 by 3.5 inch card, which is the standard poker size.
Ladies who are going through menopause.
Export. Where is this going to export though? I don't want this in source art. This should be in. We'll put this in Tabletopia because these don't have any bleeds on them. So we'll go to cards, go to quests, and then these are the old ones. So I'll say V1. Put these in here.
To use it because the idea of like your foot skin peeling off just seems so gross.
Right here. I don't know what Ashley and my daughter are talking about, but that's interesting. Okay, quest, and then we'll just say
I like the opposite.
quests, and then it'll be an underscore for wherever the name of it is. Okay, so let's do save. That's going to export them all. Breakfast was good. Okay, nice. Cran says, all I recall quest-wise is people wasting a lot of HP on some random child and a bronze owl, and you having to forcefully eat an entire haberdashery worth of cookies because the warlord showed up. Yes, I shared that story earlier. Yeah. Dale says, being that this is a board game, have you shared this with any of your friends locally, and how was the response? Did you use flat screen TV or monitor for the board game? No, so I actually have... Yes is the answer to that, Dale. But I... darn. But I have a printed version of this that... I have a printed version of this which is what I play with people locally like Cryan and Travis. We played this version. Now it doesn't have all the updates. The map is is several iterations ago. So I had to write in, hey guys, this thing is here now. Oh, this thing does this now. So it's certainly not perfect. I don't know. Does this have the lighthouse in it? I'm not sure. Let's take a peek. I feel like it does have the lighthouse, but let's see here. Let's look together. Okay, so right there. So this is what it looks like now, and the lighthouse is there, but let's see. Like, I'll bring up the actual one so you guys can see the comparison. Okay, so here's the map. So for this section, this is what it looks like. Now we don't have the monastery right here. The owl is connected in a different way to this quest. So this is pretty different. This is the brigand camp down here, which is nice. I forgot that I did that, but this village doesn't. This village right here isn't there. And then over on this side, the water I drew in with a Sharpie as opposed to being filled in. Let's see what else. Yeah, all the icons are so much more vibrant in this new version, whereas it's just very flat on this version. Lighthouse versus Dark House, fight! Oh my gosh. So anyway, way more than what you were asking, Dale. The response has been mixed. I have one friend who is like, yeah, this isn't the game for me, and that's fair. This isn't going to be the game for everyone. But a lot of the people that played it have liked it. Maybe they're just being very kind to me, but but no, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback of playing it. So we certainly could play it on the screen, like on a screen. Oops. But we actually usually just play the board game. But I'm getting to the point where I'm probably going to have to do another print because so much has changed. So many of the cards are changed. I could print out sleeves and stuff, or print out inserts and sleeve the cards. But I'm hoping to playtest more things online to make sure like the heroic feats are working and those elements are working before I actually commit to a print. So, did a local print shop print the board? No. So this is through the game, the site, the Game Crafter. Let's see if I have that up to show. Nope. The Game Crafter games. So shop, all departments. All right. So this is the Game Crafter. They have lots of parts for all sorts of games. They have minis. All sorts of things. You can go there and buy games. In fact, one thing I'm thinking of doing instead of Kickstarter is Game Crafter 2. Nice, D-Tungsten. Is doing this thing called a crowd sale.
Why would you show?
And we can look at what's on a crowd sale right now. So let's say you wanted to get this game, Pirate Mutiny, which is on crowd sale right now. And shows you a little bit about what the game is, what comes in it, etc. etc. Here's some pictures of it. So that's really cool that they have those coins. So this is the game. All right. So with a crowd sale on the Game Crafter, with Kickstarter, sometimes you don't know if you're actually going to get the game. It may not. You pledge this amount, and you may never get a game. I think that's rare and rare these days. But there was one big hullabaloo of this game that was this big thing. It was going to be great, and people pledged tons of money, and then no game. So that can happen. With crowd sale and Game Crafter, essentially, if you commit money to it, you will get a game. You will get the game. What you get by the more people that buy the game, the bigger the discount you get on it is. So, for instance, for this game, if how many have they sold? 10 copies sold. So, so the original price is $54.99.
But yeah, I don't understand.
Let me make this bigger. This is really hard to see. The original price is $54.99. All right. Then when one got purchased, the price went down to $49.99. So the discount, that was a big discount for just one. Now, if 10 or more are bought, the price is so right now the price is $49.34. Let's say this goes up and 20 are sold, then the price goes down to $48.70, and on and down it goes. Let's say it gets all the way down to 1,000 people buy this game. Each person will only pay $38.05, and you're charged when the crowd sale is over. So whatever amount this got to, that's what you'll ultimately be charged.
Is that what you're looking at to make some determinations or something like that?
This is why I'm considering doing a crowd sale through the Game Crafter versus doing Kickstarter. That I'm just showing them what the difference is for this, how it's different. Whereas Kickstarter, you're pledging to get like extra what are they called? You're trying to maybe get stretch goals, or you're pledging different levels. With this, there's just one pledge, the price, whatever price you're willing to go in at. And then you're hoping that whether you as the buyer or certainly the seller is hoping that the more and more people buy it, and then that will make it cheaper and cheaper for everyone. And this doesn't take away from whatever profit you're trying to earn as the creator, because the more that are printed is the economy of scale for a Game Crafter. Like they have a price for bulk orders. So if you buy 100 of something, you pay less. And so this just uses that system. So if you have 100 people that buy the game, it's going to be $43 instead of $54, just because they're able to, do that many runs. And so because of that economy of scale, you get more of a discount. So I don't know if hopefully that makes sense.
I can say that I have.
D-Tung says, "Oh, that looks so fun. The coins look cool." Yeah, these coins do look cool. And so they have these coins. Like I was hoping to have a coin that I could use for the attacker coin, but I've decided to go with a standee instead that has like a sword on it or something, because they didn't have I could have gotten a poker chip and printed off a sheet of stickers all for one sticker that would go on the poker chip, which didn't seem to make sense. So I'm not going with that. But anyway, so there's lots of games on the Game Crafter that you can peruse. You can just buy game parts also. And so if I go with the Game Crafter, I'm going to go with the Game Crafter. Because I like that they do most of their stuff in the US. They do as much as possible in the US. But they are a little more expensive than if you offshore China to have your game printed. But yeah, lots of games. And even if I were to use Kickstarter to crowdfund, I'd still have them use Game Crafter to make the prints. I think that's way more than you were asking, Dale. But I use Game Crafter for the prototype print. Okay. Where were we? What were we even? Oh, we were saving out everything to upload to Tabletopia. So many things, guys. Okay, let's go to Tabletopia now. Tabletopia. And we're going to go into my workshop. Junkyard Juggernauts. We got to go into objects, and we're almost done for the day. So we probably won't be done. We won't upload all these, but we will do some of these. Quests. Okay, we're going to go to this quest. We're going to edit it. We're going to change the front. And I'm not going to worry about the names, the naming of these. Cards. Quests. And because these just say 1, 2, 3, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to use it because that doesn't matter so much in the context of Tabletopia. All right, good deal. And save. Okay. I don't know, we might plow through these and get these all done before I pray. All right, edit. This is Cartographer. Change this to use the Cartographer one, which is this, which is nice. I can totally see what these are just from the symbols. That makes it, at least for this part, much easier.
So gross.
Okay, come on, flip it over.
The other one, it uses a finer, gradient,
save.
So you're just
Okay.
with foot dust as opposed to foot cheese.
And that's the Cartographer. Now we want Fire Rock Eggs. Edit. change. And these take some time to publish, but Fire Rock Eggs is this one. Open. As opposed to the Bronze Owl one. Okay. Good deal. And, oh, Kren, the reason the Bronze Owl took so much life is because of the route you went. You went up through Lava Sands Road and then had to take the 10 damage. So, yeah, that's a lot. Whereas if you went down from Headstone, which I know you couldn't do, but if you went down from Headstone, it wouldn't have been nearly as much life. Okay. Save that. Okay.
No, it was not.
Bless you. All right, Haunted Lighthouse. This one?
Invisiwater?
Yes. Get your own Retro Rewind Invisiwar for 4 easy payments of $99.95.
Oh my goodness.
It's not worth 5 cents.
You're right. It's not. It's worth 4 easy payments of $99.95.
No one is ever going to give it.
Well, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm going to price it
I was
at.
going to say, I can give them the link to that water bottle right now. It's like $19.99.
No, but it's not the water bottle. It's the Invisiwater inside the water bottle.
Nope.
Everyone knows this.
Nope. Lies. Don't believe his lies.
Oh my
Turn
gosh.
off the green screen and see what happens.
Nope.
I'm like, by that token, I could fill this water bottle, and I have my own Invisiwater, and I didn't pay you a cent.
Didn't you, though?
No.
I didn't. I did not.
I can bring Derpy
Save.
over here. And
I think we're almost done,
Invisible
guys.
Stuffy.
Almost done here with all these. I think we have... Let's see. That's going. Oh, Zach's deal we don't need to change. Oh, yeah. Father's Fight is the last one.
I already have a crock pot.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I feel like the sort of shipwreck, the air shipwreck, should just be wherever you find the quest. That's just where it is. So that way we have 2 quests that don't have a location. They're just, you don't have to travel for them. They're just right there. Okay, Father's Fight. We're going to edit this. Going to change. And then 6 of them you do have to travel for. Father's Fight right there. Open. Boom. Profane grants more than 1 sacrifice after a good. Yeah. Alrighty. I think we're good. Save. Okay. And then those are all updating. We'll go back to the game here. And go here. Updates. Come on. Go faster. Yes, update all the... So these are the quest cards, so random. Update them. Though I may have to do that again if the... not all the quests were actually updated. Let's see. Are these all... They are all updated. Okay, good. So hopefully we're fine. Go back to open.
Praying right now and wrapping up.
I am going to. Don't you worry.
So these little spatulas help you scrape out like the last bit of
Okay,
product from
usage.
like the bottles. So
Oh, we
I've
have to
got
edit
moisturizer,
setup, I think,
and
to
I'm
get
almost
it
at
to
the end of it,
actually
and it's
go.
just like,
But
if I don't get something like this,
Dale says, why when I have Easy Dale water? Oh my gosh. Fine, you could have your Easy Dale water, Dale. Curry of Walmart's great value. Nice. That's great, Dale. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think that is all for now. Quest.
spatula at the end. It's so funny.
Let me update this here. Update. I mean, these all look fine, but just in case, now we'll save and publish. All right.
It's so cute.
Thank you all so much for being here this morning, guys. Awesome getting to hang out with you. Next, this coming Monday, we'll be on Geek Devotion stream, playing, doing First Peter Bible study, and then playing Mario Kart 8. So that should be fun. I may have to be done early though, because I think I have a work meeting for offshore people that evening. And then no stream on Tuesday. I do plan on doing a playtest with my brothers on Tuesday night, but no stream for it. And then, unless one of them decides they want to stream it, then we might do a whole stream. But I doubt that's going to happen. So plan on no stream on Tuesday. Of course, that's dumb. Nope, I can't do that because we're covering Iron Man this Tuesday. Why did I think I could plan a playtest with them? Never mind.
Didn't look at the calendar, did you?
Nope, apparently I didn't.
I managed the calendar, but I can't remember every last thing that's on there. So.
So Tuesday, we're going to be doing Iron Man. We're going to be recording the podcast for Iron Man. Never mind.
Why is he so fake?
Because he's embarrassed.
It's because of the camera.
That's so embarrassing.
And then
Because that's the Spanish word.
next Saturday is a
You
playtest
don't
with
say anything embarasada unless you mean it's
D Tungsten here,
actually
with Patch and Dustin Warford, the reigning champ of Junkyard Juggernauts. You saw that movie? Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Awesome. Glad to hear that, D Tungsten. Lord God, thank you so much for this morning, this time with friends. I pray each and every one of them, you'd be with them, whether it's healing for Drake, whether it's a margin for Geek Devotions, whether it's help for
which is really
David to work on his game, all the things that are in our lives, please carry us through them. Grant us victories in the things that will glorify you. And we pray that all of us who have prayer, faith, and trust in you would pursue more and more each day. And all of us would experience your love, beauty, truth, and grace in a fresh new way today. Pray all this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, who left all majesty to come down to our depravity, live the life he won, taught us how we could, for love, conquered sin, overcame death, being raised to you the Father, making a way for us all to have a right relationship with you where there wasn't a way before. Amen. All right, guys. Until next time, here's your stream face.
Adar Laluz is to give life. To give life.
That is incorrect. Put in Google.
Oh, sure. I'm sorry. I wasn't able to be there longer. Sorry, you're just coming in now for the stream face, Kirk.
It's Darby.
Amen, amen, Grant. Okay, now real stream face.
Light. That's like still really weird.
Does Google Translate 100%?